as well as browsing all the items from today's show. You can also minimize the video or switch to use as a companion app. Get the JewelleryMaker app today and boost your viewing experience.
If you miss a JewelleryMaker show, then simply go to our YouTube page where you'll be able to find hours of JewelleryMaker footage. Search by show, date or type. Alternatively, search by guest designer by using our playlist page. You can also find hours of tutorials with handy hints and tips to give you inspiration. Our YouTube page is updated on a daily basis, so you can access any show at any time. Stay in touch with JewelleryMaker. We really appreciate your support here at JewelleryMaker, so we'd like to give you something back every time you refer a friend to us. Once your friend's order is delivered, you'll both be rewarded with a free £10 credit to each of your accounts. Simply log onto your account or ask our call centre team to find your Refer a Friend code, give it to your friend and have them type it into the refer box when they sign up online. Alternatively, give the code to our friendly call centre team and they'll do the rest. So come and bring your friends into the fabulous world of jewellery making. JewelleryMaker, share your passion.
Yay! Happy Monday, everyone! It's Monday morning. Do you know what? I heard today, even though I was driving to work and it was -1 degrees, which is a bit weird, it's meant to be 24 degrees on Wednesday.
Whoop whoop. Yeah, cool.
How do you feel about that, Jan?
Yeah, good.
Do you like hot weather?
Not too hot, but I don't like cold. I'd rather have it hot than cold. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think yeah, so would I.
Yeah.
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 Even though winter is actually my favourite season, I do actually really like nice warm weather.
Yeah, it's nice though, isn't it? You can sit in the garden.
Oh, yeah.
Chillax. It just makes people smile, doesn't it, as well, when the sun's shining?
How often do you sit in your garden and make jewellery?
Quite a lot, actually.
I bet you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's great to sit in the garden, get a bit of inspiration from the flowers.
From nature.
Yes. You know.
I found out I've got blue tits nesting in the eaves of my house. Are you glad I finished that sentence? Are you glad I finished that sentence? Yes, we do. We do. I've been hearing this weird scratching in the eaves of my roof over the last, I reckon, about 12 weeks. And I didn't know what it was, so I called pest control because I thought, I don't know if it's rats, I don't know if it was bats, I didn't know what it was. So they came round he got his ladder out and he said, no, there's nothing there. And then he saw two, there's a hole on one side of the roof and a hole on the other side of the roof. The holes are just about that big, and out of one of the holes there's just like loads of nesting material. There's little blue tits.
No.
Yeah. So I think we're going to wait until all the until the little chicks have fledged, or whatever you call it.
Yeah.
And then I think in the middle of summer, I think we'll get a roofer to come and block up the holes, and then I'll put some bird boxes up so they'll come back.
Yeah. Oh, that's lovely, isn't
Isn't
it?
that nice?
We have swifts nesting in our loft.
Do you?
Yeah, and they make such a racket.
I bet they do.
They're lovely.
Are they the ones that have the massive nests that they make out of?
No, they actually they go underneath the eaves and they sort of nest in there. And, but they fly really low, and our house is quite raised up.
Yeah.
And so if you stand out by the back door, they just sort of really fly. It's really lovely to watch. It's really cute.
Plus, I took a big carload of stuff to the tip yesterday. Nothing feels as good as throwing stuff away. Oh, we had a good old clear out. Managed to move a lot of our junk just upstairs now. So now I think we need to build another floor on top of the house to kind of move all of that stuff up. I don't know if that's possible. Anyway, I hope you've had a good weekend. Brilliant. Okay, we've got the most amazing show for you today. This show's been billed as kind of luxury gemstones. And oh my goodness me, Jan.
Luxury is the word, isn't it?
I cannot actually believe your 3 kits today.
They're amazing. They are amazing. I opened them, and you know, when you think you've got spinel, you've got tanzanite, we've got pearls, we've got rubies, we've got emeralds, I just feel so lucky.
They are
such a great
3 of the best kits I have ever seen on JewelleryMaker. You know how I feel about black spinel? This necklace has been made by Jan from one of our kits today, which is jam-packed full of black spinel. Honestly, that necklace for me is one of the ultimate JewelleryMaker guest designer achievements. That is absolutely how I would want to see black spinel. It's been set with pearl chain. It's coming up in one of our kits today. Honestly, our kits are absolutely astonishing. Another one of our kits has got tanzanite, emerald.
We've got turquoise. I think we've got zavarite garnet.
Amethyst, aquamarine.
Citrine, tourmaline. Just goes on and on and on.
Honestly, and Jan's got so much left over from that kit. And our 3rd kit has got rubies and pearls in it. There's a beautiful bracelet that Jan's made here. All of our kits have got precious metal findings with them today. Honestly, you've got 3 of the best kits we have ever bought you on JewelleryMaker today. It is amazing. Plus, I've also got one of the best bundles I've ever bought you as well. This is a 3-strand... Oh, I feel like I should be wearing gloves handling this. A 3-strand pack of corundum, so ruby and sapphire. This is absolutely astonishing quality. Absolutely incredible colours. These 3 strands are going to be coming your way a bit later on today's show. Honestly, we've got so much on today's show. It really is one of the most luxurious shows. Now, a lot of you at home today might be thinking, oh, luxury, it means that everything's going to be really, really, really high-end and everything's going to be considered. No. I've actually got an amazing strand of tanzanite that's going under £20. I've got a stunning strand of citrine as well that's going to be the most amazing price point. I've got concave faceted clear quartz that's going to be going to an amazing... I've got loads and loads and loads of really, really fantastic deals for you, and not everything is going to be more of a considered purchase, so it's going to be... There's something in this show for everyone. Early bird special today, 925 sterling silver magnetic clasp. Absolutely gorgeous finding this one. We've only recently started to get these back into stock. I just absolutely love them. We have bought you magnetic clasps in the past. I don't think we've actually bought you ones with little lobster claw clasps on the bottom. These serve a really, really, really strong purpose. You can attach chains, you can attach keys to these, you can make them into key rings, you can make them into bag charms. They're really, really, really fantastic quality findings that you've got going on here. Got a little loop at the top of this finding, so it means you can attach it onto you can attach it onto that necklace or that bracelet, and your lobster claw clasp at the bottom. This bit here, this kind of barrel-shaped bit here, this is where the magic happens, because this is magnetic, okay? So you can literally just pull it apart like that. See? How cool is that? You can literally just pull it apart, and it magnetizes back together. I don't even know if that's a word. I don't think it is. It is now. So you've got this incredible magnetic barrel clasp here. Absolutely awesome, awesome, awesome clasp going on here. Now, a lot of you I know will be into making kind of your interchangeable pieces, your interchangeable earrings, interchangeable pendants. If you're into making lots of lovely charms as well, you might want to have lots of charms that you can attach onto one kind of carrier, as it were. This is the absolute perfect finding to do this with, okay? It is 925 sterling silver. There's a 925 stamp on here. And on this side it says TGGC, which stands for The Genuine Gemstone Company, which is of course what JewelleryMaker is part of. So you've got a 925 stamp there and a TGGC stamp there, which is absolutely fantastic. And I'm being told by Ollie, who's directing, who's not very well. Oh yes, there's a 925 stamp on the clasp, on the lobster claw clasp, on that little bit that closes, on the kind of the spring-loaded closing mechanism just there. Now, you can get involved with JewelleryMaker in two different ways, either by calling us on our free phone number, which is 0800 644 655, or by getting involved on our website, JewelleryMaker.com. Get involved in one of two different ways. It's going to be the most fantastic price point for you today. 925 sterling silver barrel magnetic clasp. Here's your price point today. Do you know what, Jan? Wow. It's always great to start off a show like today's show, which is all about high quality genuine gemstones, with a finding like this, don't you think?
Yeah, I think with the gemstones that we've got on today, you know, most of them I would only put sterling silver with.
Yeah.
And for me, what I would be doing, I would be actually buying some of these, excuse me, and if not using them myself in my jewellery, selling them as they are to people that have got necklaces that they can't use for whatever reason. If they've got a clasp on it that they can't use, they can just attach that to their existing piece of jewellery, perhaps that they've bought from you before, and just add that to it. So I would actually be selling that as is, alongside my other pieces.
Oh, that's fantastic! What a great idea. Also, this is great if you do have slight dexterity issues in your hands or in your fingers, and working a little clasp is a little bit more difficult. A magnetic clasp, of course, is going to be much easier to secure. Also, if you've got little ones who love pulling on necklaces and bracelets and things like that, then of course, with a magnetic clasp, the worst that's going to happen is just the clasp is going to come apart, rather than you jeopardising the clasp, rather than you jeopardising a bolt ring clasp or a lobster claw clasp. Lots of people multi-buying this, lots of people coming through to get 2s and 3s, which is great. We've got text coming through as well, which is great to see. Michelle in County Durham says those clasps are great for altering an existing bracelet. Did this for my mum, who has arthritis and can't manage lobster claw clasps anymore. Fantastic. It's exactly the point that we were making just a few seconds ago. You know, these really are fantastic clasps for anyone who has slight dexterity issues. The only thing I would say is if you do have a pacemaker, I wouldn't advise that you wear this clasp, particularly around the neckline, just purely because it is magnetic, and it is quite a strong magnet, just so you know. But people coming through to get 2s and 3s of these, lots and lots of people from all over the country getting involved today. Yeah, Jan, I think you're right. You know, there are certain gemstones you'd only want to use as precious metal findings. A lot of them are on today's show, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean, we've got some absolutely amazing sort of high-end gemstones that I class as high-end gemstones.
Definitely.
And yeah, sterling silver. They deserve to have sterling silver set.
They really do, don't they? Jennifer in Staffordshire says, my favourite duo, Dwyer and Roache. Now the fun and bargains start, yeah? Well, you got Dion producing. Yeah. So basically anything that's blue. So I'm wearing this top again. I wore this top last Thursday. I've had to wear it again today because I've been doing some filming today, which was carrying on for some filming I did a few weeks ago, and I was wearing this top. So I do have other tops. I do have other tops. But yeah, I am bullied by Dion to wear blue whenever she's producing. As you can see, what colour's Jan wearing today? Blue, exactly.
Oh, it's totally blue today. I thought Dion's
You are?
Yeah.
Blue trousers and blue shoes.
Yeah. That's for Dion.
And blue knick-knack noonies as well. I don't know what kind of pants she's wearing. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, moving on. Okay, so we've got more text coming through. Loads and loads and loads of people getting involved today on the web and on the phone lines there. Well done. Lots of multi-bidders. Fantastic. Now, with everything you get from Jewellery Maker, you get a 30-day money-back guarantee. Also, you're only paying £2.95 P&P per order. Okay, if you are brand new to Jewellery Maker today, you're going to get a number of things free with your first order. Let me show you what you've got. Free with your first order, you've got a Get Started with Jewellery Maker DVD, which is about an hour long. So loads and loads of information on this DVD. It's about an hour long. There's lots of fantastic tutorials on here if you're brand new to Jewellery Maker, but also it'll help you maybe improve some of the skills you've learnt on your way if you are an established jewellery maker. You also get your Get Started with Jewellery Maker booklet, which has got a really useful section on our toolkits and on findings and our threading materials. So if you don't know what threading materials are or what our essential findings are, don't worry about it. It's all explained in this booklet. We've got a copy of the JM Hub magazine with lots of information on upcoming launches and gemstones and trends. It's a fantastic booklet magazine which is released every month. Information there on our workshops here at Jewellery Maker as well. Upcoming workshops, May's workshops. And you can speak to the lovely Wendy about getting booked onto our workshops here at JM. Make the most of our Facebook page. There are well over 52,000 people who love our Facebook page on Jewellery Maker, on Facebook. Go to our YouTube channel where all of our live shows are uploaded every day, and go to our website jewellerymaker.com for online demos as well. There's loads and loads and loads of information out there for you to help you on your way. $8.95. Still got loads of people coming through to get these for your 95 sterling silver barrel magnetic clasp. Absolutely awesome. With your lobster claw clasp there at the end. Absolutely fantastic. Right, are we going to challenge Jan? Challenge, Dan.
I love that.
You still haven't got that tune, have you?
I haven't got it. No, I've been practicing, but I just can't. I obviously haven't got the vocal range that you've got.
Obviously not. It's just a very difficult song, Jan.
Yeah.
It's
just too many words for me.
I wouldn't want you to make a fool of yourself either.
Not okay.
Attempting to sing it.
Yeah. I wouldn't dare do that. Not on the Gogglebox.
Hey?
Not on the Gogglebox, I wouldn't do that.
No.
In private, maybe.
In private, maybe, yes. Now, you were very quick to pick your challenge today.
Yeah, unlike me.
Very unlike you. We normally have to give Jan a good hour to kind of have a look through everything that we've got on the show. And can I do this? Oh, yeah, but I want to do that. And, why so quick?
Well, everything in there is so beautiful, but I saw these and I was just drawn to them. Because just recently I've been doing some sort of channel setting of gemstones and things, and I thought these would fit in beautifully with that style.
Yeah.
Sort of channel setting for bracelets and excuse me, and necklaces. So that's immediately what I thought of when I saw them. And they're just beautiful, aren't they?
They really are. There are 5 really stunning strands here. I mean, absolutely gorgeous. We've got 4mm beads here, 4mm gemstone beads. So verging on that kind of seed bead size, which is really, really lovely. They're so unbelievably versatile. I can't wait to see what Jan does with these. You've got lavender amethyst with that gorgeous, gorgeous lavendery colour. You've also got red tiger's eye with this wonderful optical property known as chatoyancy going through it. It's absolutely gorgeous, isn't it? Really, really, really wonderful quality. Red dyed howlite. When I actually first saw this strand, I thought it was Imperial Jasper. We haven't had Imperial Jasper for months and months and months. I reckon probably over a year on JM. But this is red dyed howlite. So you get this wonderful kind of fuchsia red rather than a bright kind of scarlet red, more of a fuchsia-y colour. And because it is howlite, you get this wonderful kind of matrix running through it as well. So you're going to get these lovely little inclusions going all the way through the gemstone strand. You can probably see it on the recording there. Next strand, burgundy shell pearl 4mm rounds. We very, very rarely bring you 4mm rounds of shell pearl. Generally speaking, with our shell pearl, the aim of the game is to give you the biggest gemstones we possibly can. These are 4mm in size, so they're really on the other end of the scale. They're really beautiful and petite, absolutely gorgeous. And the 5th strand that you've got here is a strand of faceted 4mm multicolour agate rounds. Absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous quality. Colours in here ranging from your pinks and your purples to your oranges and yellows and your blacks and your blues. Dozens and dozens and dozens of different shades and hues here. Now, Jan, with regards to jewellery on this and designs on this, what are you thinking?
Like I said, a channel setting for me, I'm going to have a go at that. But they're really useful because they're great as spacer beads.
Yeah.
If you want something a bit more chunky, you can make beady beads with them. So you can make larger beads from the smaller beads. So I'm going to have a go at that as well. I'm going to try and do a few different techniques with them. I just love them. I just thought they were beautiful.
Yeah, they are absolutely gorgeous, aren't they? 5 strands in total. I can't wait to see the kind of the channel setting idea that Jan's just discussed there. You have channel set kind of small gemstones before, and the designs have been absolutely beautiful. So I can't wait to see what you do with these. You know, they're much brighter than the it was black diamonds that you did a few months ago, wasn't it? Goodness me.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So deal today for your 5 strands of 4mm seed beads. Have a look at this. £14.95 for all 5 strands. Absolutely incredible quality, absolutely amazing deal there for you today. These kind of gemstones, when we first started to get seed beads in stock, when we first started to get gemstones that were smaller than your 5mm rounds, the price points for these, I mean, they were more considered purchases than maybe some of the larger gemstones that we have, just because it's more difficult to be able to facet and to drill gemstones to this kind of a size. So they used to be kind of £8-9 a strand. You know, that wasn't out of the ordinary at all. Today, £14.95 for 5 strands of your gemstones. That works out to about £3 a strand. Amazing, amazing, amazing quality there. So you've got your multicolour agate, your lavender amethyst, your red tiger's eye, your red howlite, and your burgundy shell pearl as well, all for under £15. Absolutely incredible. Call us now on our free phone number or get involved on our website on JewelleryMaker.com. As we go throughout the show as well, you know, if we have a chance to recap this bundle, then we will. When we come to see Jan's jewellery at the end, that tends to be when bundles like this, if they haven't already sold out, that tends to be when bundles like this do sell out. So get it now. Add it onto your order. Well done, everyone. Gorgeous quality there. Stunning. Right. Yes. Yes. Yes, I got them here. So on today's show, you're going to see loads of different deals. You're going to see 3 of the best kits that I think we've ever bought you on JewelleryMaker. We've got our first kit coming up in a few seconds with ruby and pearls in it. Honestly, it's amazing. The price points on our kits, we've really worked really hard to get the price points as low as we possibly can. I've got lots of sterling silver, well, precious metal findings coming up on today's show. I would advise getting all these precious metal findings, or getting as many of them as you can, to add to the kits that we've got today, because the gemstones really do deserve that precious metal quality. We've got flower charms here. These are absolutely gorgeous. And it's quite amazing when I see a charm like this and I look at the detail. Can you see the detailing on that? It's beautiful, isn't it? Absolutely beautiful. The depth of quality on these charms is quite extraordinary, isn't it? You've got this beautiful kind of untextured, highly polished sterling silver quality on the back, with this really beautiful kind of scalloped edge, and at the front it's beautifully textured. You've got the lovely stamen of the flower in the centre there as well. This would have started off life as a piece of wax or a piece of plastic that a mould would have been created from. You then pour a plastic or resin component into that mould, so you can see if the mould itself is crisp enough, is detailed enough. Then the mould will be tried out with maybe a base metal. Then you've got the end process, which is that precious metal quality right at the end. The detailing on this, you know, there are lots and lots of different kind of prototypes that a mould will go through until we settle on that one that's really going to work, and this one really does work. You've got this beautiful 5-petal flower here with the stamen in the centre, and you've got a little loop on top, so you can attach this onto stretchy bracelets, onto earrings, onto all sorts of pieces of jewellery, okay? It is 925 sterling silver. I'm just going to see if there's a stamp. Yeah, there is. There is a stamp, a 925 stamp on the back of each one of these flowers. It'll appear in different places probably, but you've definitely got a 925 stamp on the back of this, and that's just to signify that it is 925 sterling silver. It's not a hallmark. Sterling silver doesn't have to be hallmarked unless there's over 7 grams of sterling silver present in that component. So it won't be hallmarked, but it's got that 925 stamp. That's not something we have to do. It's just something that we have put on there just to show you and show perhaps your customers the quality of what they're getting. Now, you're going to be getting 10 of these pieces as part of your deal. From speaking to guest designers like Angela Edwards, who runs our JM Business Academy, she talks quite often about how important it is to make your jewellery stand out. You know, what is your USP, your unique selling point? And with regards to jewellery, quite often people have their little own trademarks, their little final flourishes that they attach onto all their pieces of jewellery, whether it's or a single design that goes through all their pieces of jewellery. So whether that's a spiral or a swirl or a star, this could be your little trademark. So on the back of all your necklaces, on extender chains, on stretchy bracelets, on earrings, on rings, you could have this gorgeous floral design going through. You've got 10 of these as part of this deal today. They're all 925 sterling silver. The deal you're about to see is absolutely amazing. Here's your deal for 10 of these incredible 925 sterling silver charms. They are just gorgeous, aren't they? This is for 925 sterling silver. Do you know what, Jan? From speaking to
Sorry.
the guest designers who sell their pieces of jewellery on,
Yeah.
from adding on something that is 925 sterling silver like this, adding something like this onto a piece of jewellery, you can add on maybe another, oh, I don't know, £5, because it is 925 sterling silver, to that stretchy bracelet or to that necklace, because you've used a component like this.
Yeah.
What difference do you think it makes to your jewellery, kind of design-wise? Do you love kind of using findings like this?
Well, as you say, as soon as you start adding precious metal, it sort of elevates the design, doesn't it? But when you start adding beautiful pieces like this, they're just stunning, aren't they? So just imagine those with maybe a pearl, and one of those as a drop earring would look fantastic. And as you were saying, if you have them as a tag just to identify your pieces, if you didn't want to buy sort of, or you couldn't buy enough of them to sort of throughout your sort of jewellery journey, you could buy a few packs of these, and maybe for your summer collection, have a flower on them for all your summer pieces and that sort of thing. But I think that's a really nice idea, just to have something in a piece of jewellery that identifies it as yours. I think that's a lovely idea.
Yeah, I think if you are going to be doing a summer collection of jewellery, and do you know what, there's loads of companies at the minute who, well, I subscribe to lots of different emails, from kind of makeup companies to perfume companies to clothing companies, and lots of companies over the last kind of, it's the last couple of weeks really, have been doing their massive kind of mail shots for spring trends. If you're going to be making a spring or summer inspired collection of jewellery, why not have these featuring in your design? Why not have these feature in your main designs, in your floral designs? You know, really do kind of be bold, be brave, and say, right, I've got an awesome kind of floral collection, and these could feature really heavily in that floral collection. I think that's a great idea. Absolutely, 100%. Okay, this is going to sell out within the next few seconds. Well done, everyone there. Absolutely awesome. Now, okay, we have got so much on today's show, okay? We've got 3 of the best kits I've ever bought you, 3 of the best kits I've ever seen. We've got a kit with black spinel, and I've been harping on and on and on to our management team upstairs about black spinel. We need black spinel. I love the coated spinel. I love it. You know, it's absolutely gorgeous. But I really want to see jet black spinel. It's my favourite black gemstone. We've got a kit coming up with that in. We've got a kit coming up with tanzanite, garnet, aquamarine, amethyst, emerald, ruby, and oh no, that kit doesn't have ruby in, doesn't it? It's got turquoise in.
Garnet, turquoise, yeah.
And then we've got our first kit today, which is coming up in just a couple of seconds, with ruby and pearls in. They're 3 of the best kits I've ever bought you, but I've also got coming up today some of the best strands and bundles I've ever bought you. This strand, believe it or not, is coming up in about half an hour's time. White quartz, concave faceted gemstones. I just want to show you the profile of these gemstones. Look at that. That is one of the most beautifully faceted gemstones I think I've seen. You've got that gorgeous kind of inverted pyramid kind of quality. You've got this incredible, anatomically correct faceted gemstone here. It's absolutely beautiful. It's like two round, brilliant cut gemstones on top of each other. It's absolutely amazing. It's a very, very, very limited strand. It's coming up in about half an hour's time. I can't wait to bring that. What's the price point on that one? Isn't it something silly like? Yeah. It's going under £30. Can't wait to bring you that. It's going to be amazing. Stuart says, bonkers! 5.5 grams of sterling silver for £12.95. Are you all crazy? Yes. Yes, we are. Caught my hair in the hairdryer yesterday. The back bit of the hairdryer of my hairdryer came off months and months and months ago, and I was drying my hair yesterday, and I got my hair, it got sucked into the hairdryer. It was horrible. Had to get John to pull it out. Hattie was standing there just watching me, just going, just looking terrorised. So I was going to pull my trousers up. Hop! Hey, yep. Right, Jan. First kit of the day.
Yes.
Do you know it's all about these kits today for me?
Honestly, they're just, well, what can I say? They're just amazing. Amazing. When I opened this and I saw the pearl and I saw the quality of it, and look at the colours coming from that. You've got pinks, greens, blues. Oh,
all of our kits today are extremely high quality. Out of our 3 kits today, this one has got the least quantity of all 3 of our kits. There's 61 chances. All of our kits today are going to sell out. There's no question about that. It's just how quickly it actually happens. The gemstones, Jan, are just, they are supremely beautiful, aren't they?
They are. They're just amazing. Both of the, yeah.
Oh my word. You've got, okay, I'm going to take these off the stand so I can have a feel of these and just genuine, natural, unenhanced ruby. Look at that colour. That is natural ruby. The majority of ruby you will get anywhere, will be treated to a certain extent. This is untreated, and you can tell it's untreated by a number of different in a number of different ways. Definitely by the clarity. This gemstone won't have a huge amount of clarity. It will have a beautiful depth of colour and kind of like a translucent or opaque appearance. So you get this wonderful depth, this gorgeous kind of deep, almost like a maroony colour, don't you think, Jan? It is like a maroony colour, isn't it?
It is definitely, yeah. They are absolutely beautiful though, aren't they?
They really are.
You just want to sit and stare at them because they're just gorgeous.
Beautiful. I mean, look at them in this beautiful bracelet here. I mean, they look gorgeous in this bracelet here. Some of them do have clarity, actually, which is pretty amazing for natural ruby. Gorgeous quality there. Jan's put them into beautiful little earrings. We're actually going to see a demo on these in just a few seconds. Absolutely gorgeous little earrings here. And with the pearls, it's like the perfect, it's a really classic combination, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, well, what can I say? I was just gobsmacked when I opened it and saw what I'd got, and the quality of them is amazing. It's absolutely fantastic. I was really excited.
Well, these are white culture pearls. They're effectively coin pearls. So what you get is a lovely flat pearl with an enormous surface area. And the beauty of having this enormous surface area is you get to see more of the pearl. You get to see more opalescence. Sorry, I'm thinking about a strand of fire opal we've got on the show. They've got the most enormous amount of pearlescence, the most because they've got this beautiful flat surface, you get to see the glory of the natural qualities of the pearl coming through. Everything from your pinks to your purples to your blues and your greens and your yellows coming out of here. If this was a pearl which wasn't flat, you wouldn't get this enormous surface area to look at. Because you have got this lovely flat quality, you get to see even more of that beauty. It's just wonderful, isn't it, being able to bring you quality like this? And there's no denying that is, you know, a strand of genuine pearls in there. You know, you couldn't replicate a strand like this. You know, this couldn't be man-made. It's absolutely genuine freshwater cultured pearl quality. They're so big and beautiful and so bright, aren't they? Just gorgeous. You're also going to be getting, as part of this kit, 2 lots of threading material. Now, here, I've got really thick, actually, Eslon thread. Let's just have a look and see what this is. It is 0.9. Wow, this is thick. 0.9 millimeters in thickness. You're getting 32 meters of the red, 32 meters of this gorgeous off-white colour, which go beautifully. Look at this, beautifully with the pearls and the ruby. That really does go so well with the 2 strands of gemstones, doesn't it? And it's a really thick Eslon thread. It'll be interesting to find out how Jan found that to use, actually, because you used a lot of Eslon thread in your jewellery, don't you?
Sorry.
No,
I'm going to say no, it's great to work with. And the crimps that I used that are in the kit, 2 strands of the Eslon went through the crimp.
Really?
So that necklace, I actually crimped it onto 1 crimp, yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Let's come to the findings, actually, because these are precious metal findings that Jan's got to work with here. She's got a pack of 45 precious metal findings. There's a picture of them there. There's head pins in there. There's crimp beads. There's jump rings. This is my favourite clasp in the world ever. I think it's the best precious metal clasp we've ever bought you on JewelleryMaker. I just love it. It's the chunkiest precious metal clasp. In that clasp alone, yellow gold plated 925 sterling silver, in that clasp alone there is such a huge amount of precious metal, and in that massive jump ring as well. It's quite amazing. And this is the necklace that Jan was just referring to. You can get 2 lots, 2 threads of this Eslon thread, which is 0.9 millimeter in gauge. You know, it's really thick. 2 lots of it through each one of these crimp beads.
So I've actually got 2 strands of the Eslon, and the beading thread has gone through twice as well.
Wow,
the
that's
beading
amazing.
thread goes through the pearls.
Gosh, that's incredible.
Yeah.
These findings are so you can tell they're precious metal, can't you?
They just scream quality as well.
They really do.
When you handle them, they there's no denying. You can feel the quality when you're working with them.
They feel very smooth, don't they?
Yes,
Precious metal
yeah,
findings.
yeah.
They feel very smooth. You've got the oh yes, look. Jan's used the crimp beads here just as like a little feature. You may as well, when they're precious metal,
Yeah,
you may as
yeah.
well. You'll notice with these precious metal findings, all 3 of our kits come with precious metal findings today. This kit is selling out, so you've got to come through and get it as quickly as you can. You'll notice there's a feel to them. There's a really beautiful smoothness to them. You'll notice as well they're really bright and reflective as well. And that's just got everything to do with the fact that these are precious metal, and the metal underneath the gold is 925 sterling silver, so it just adds to that luxury. Now, we've had to really sit down and give our kits some thought today, as in price point wise. All of our kits have got precious metal findings. There are some of the rarest gemstones in the world in our 3 kits today, some of the most beautiful gemstones, and arguably some of the highest end gemstones we've ever bought you in 3 kits. So we've really had to sit down and think to ourselves, right, price point wise, what is the lowest we can do? Now, you've got natural ruby. The fact that it's natural ruby and it's unfilled, it's unheat treated, it's undyed, that in itself is exceptional in a kit on its own. Exceptional. And you know, and I know, if we had 400 strands of these gorgeous coin pearls and 400 strands of the ruby, and they were 2 of our brand new strands on the show, you know that 400 of each one of these would go just on their own without them being in a kit. The fact that they're in a kit together makes it even better. I've got so many people coming through for this kit already who I don't think really care what price this kit is. They just want it. You know, the quality is there, the jewellery design is absolutely exceptional. You've got your Eslon thread, your threading pack, and your precious metal findings. You know this is going to be a fantastic JewelleryMaker price. Not a proper price, not what I think that the gemstones and everything else you'd be able to sell on for. You know, goodness knows the kind of price points you'd be able to sell these pieces on for. But JewelleryMaker wise, it's going to be an amazing price point. We've really worked hard to get these prices as low as we can. Your deal today for this kit is amazing. Have a look at this price point. £34.95. With all three of our kits today, we really have gone to the very lowest price point that we possibly can. This has got the lowest quantity of any of our kits today. I've got lots of people with this in their baskets. Loads of people have already checked out. I've now got telephone bidders coming through on the phone lines as well, coming in to join. Marjorie, you've just come through on the phone line. So's Kay and Doreen as well. £34.95. Now, Jam, honestly, even, I'm just trying to think, even this pair of earrings here, you've got precious metal findings, you've used 6 gemstones. I think if you sold those earrings for less than £34.95, I think you'd be a fool.
I was going to say exactly that, because on there we've got a little section of the chain on there as well. Just so yeah, I would sell those. I would put those up for sale at the price of the kit for me.
Yeah, definitely.
To be honest, because yeah, you've got precious metals in there. You've got beautiful gemstones. They're divine.
And this bracelet here, goodness no, I mean, you've got this beautiful chain.
Yeah.
You've used 3 of the pearls. It looks like you've used 3 of the rubies there. All of this is precious metal quality. You wouldn't be selling that for £34.95. No way.
No, definitely. I mean, the earrings may be at that price. You've got to add another £15-20 for the bracelet
easily
because of the chain. That's
easily. And you know, you've made your money back just by selling this bracelet easily, and you know, with money back, and also, you know, in this one pair of earrings. So when I worked with you last Thursday? Yeah, it was last Thursday. And I said to Jan, Jan, what do you think of your kits on Monday? And you said, well, actually, I've only really just got them. I'm going to be making them up all over the weekend. And we just kind of left it at that. I went upstairs to have a look at the schedule for today. I couldn't see photos for any of our kits. I couldn't see photos of anything that we had on today's show, because we don't kind of photograph that far ahead. And I looked at the kits and I thought, Jan is going to absolutely love this. She's going to love all of her kits today, and I knew that she would do, and I knew that you'd be making jewellery like this. I mean,
was
it's
in
just
heaven.
Yeah.
I was in heaven when I opened it. It's just a joy, and they're the sort of kits that you open, and the quality's so good, and you just instantly know that bracelet. I knew I wanted to make a bracelet with the pearl as a centre and the rubies, and that's just a simple bracelet, but I just loved it, and instantly I knew I wanted to do that.
Yeah. Look at that.
Yeah, it is just an absolutely beautiful kit to work with.
Now, demo-wise, we're going to be looking at this pair of earrings here, aren't we?
We are.
They're so cute.
They're really cute.
They're really, really cute. Right, okay, so how do we go about making these, Jan?
Okay, so all I've done, it's a really easy technique. So I've used a head pin, and I've popped on 3 of the rubies onto the head pin. There we go. So, and all of them went through, you know, going through the rubies with no problem at all with the head pins or anything. So 3 of them on there. Then take some round nose pliers, and at the end of the head pin, just make a little loop. You've got a little loop there. And then all I'm going to do is turn that over a little bit and put them onto the round nose pliers, and then turn them around. Just keep turning, and what we're going to do, we'll make a little spiral, or like a wrapped loop, almost. So now we've got 3 rubies on, and we've got this little bit of a thing going on the end. So all you need to do then is catch the loop that you've made, hold the rubies, and then just pull that out.
Ah!
And then straighten that up. So that is actually...
That's awesome!
Really, really easy technique. And
I was wondering how you'd done that.
And these earring findings as well that you get in the... I don't know, they just feel really substantial.
Yeah.
Really, really amazing.
Yeah, beautiful.
And then drop that onto a head pin, and there you go. And there's your little...
That's so simple, Jan. And
Really,
how much would you sell that pair of earrings for?
If I was selling those, they've got to be £20.
Well, they've got precious metal findings in them. 6 natural rubies. It's got to be that kind of a price,
it's got to be
£20,
£25. I mean, the quality of the rubies, the quality of the findings, and they're just really cute and easy to wear. You could wear those anytime.
And it took you about 30 seconds to make one earring.
Yeah.
So that's a minute.
Yeah.
And you'd be able to sell those earrings on for, what, £20-ish?
Easily, yeah.
I think that's amazing.
They're
and no mistakes from you, Jan, as well. I'm impressed.
Yay.
You had no mistakes in the last show, no mistakes so far in this show. That trapdoor, Deb Rudge needs someone down in the dungeon to...
She's okay down there.
Do you think?
Yeah. She emailed me, she's fine.
Oh, she's fine.
Yeah.
Bless her. I love her. Right, okay, fantastic. Beautiful jewellery. As you can see, we've only got 11 chances left for this kit. I've got way over 11 of you with this kit in your baskets. Please do check your baskets out when you can. I've got a couple of multi-bidders who are coming through as well to get this kit. So do add this to your order. Check your baskets out. And I tell you something, our next two kits are equally as incredible. Don't go anywhere. We're going to go and see some of your pieces of jewellery on the Wall of Fame. Right. Jan, would you like to go first?
Thank you, Carol. This is 312, and this is from Glynis Davis in Porthcawl. Morning, Glynis. And Glynis says, hope you like my entry for this week. I've used shell pearl, shell pearl and drops and red mesh for the flowers. Also a gizmo flower, all of course from JM. There's nowhere better to buy from. As you might guess, I'm a massive fan of the show. It is addictive, so be warned. And that's from Glynis. Glynis, they're beautiful.
Thanks, Glynis. That's gorgeous.
I love headstones.
So do I. That's beautiful. Awesome. This is really cool. Number 314. This is lovely. From Tracy Taylor in Dundee. Hello, all at JewelleryMaker. This is this week's entry. It's a wee bit different from the norm. All wire from JewelleryMaker with a few stones from the beach. My first attempt at stone wrapping. It's a present for my friend who's moved to a retirement complex beside the sea in Scotland. Oh, now, what's that place?
Carnoustie.
Carnoustie. In Scotland. Have a good week, everyone. That's from Tracy. Tracy, that's awesome. I love the fact that you've used wire and you've used beach pebbles from the beach to kind of wrap into that kind of home design. That's so gorgeous.
That's pretty, isn't it?
Especially for someone who's going to move by the sea. That's gorgeous. Oh.
Look at this.
Oh my word, that's good.
This is really good. 311, and this is from Debbie Pepper. And Debbie says, I've just watched Sammy and a designer inspiration, and in doing so, she has inspired me to create my version of a fabulous pendant. The wire, labradorite, crackle quartz are from JM, and the rose quartz I've had in my stash forever, not knowing what to do with it. Really pleased in how it's turned out. Thanks to Sammy and all the guest designers for their inspiration. Debbie, that's beautiful.
Isn't that gorgeous?
Really neat as well.
You're very clever.
Amazing.
Number 315 here, beautiful black and silver creation here by Sarah, who's from Ipswich. Hi everyone, please see attached to my entry for this week's Wall of Fame, black onyx plain rounds with silver plated brushed beads, all from JewelleryMaker. I wear black onyx or agate a lot as they're so shiny and go with everything. Thanks for the great entertainment and laughs. Best wishes especially to Carol and Vicky. I hope they won't stay away too long. No, it won't be too long, don't worry. We'll be back. And that's from Sarah Jane in Ipswich. Thanks a lot for that, Sarah. That's really thoughtful. Thank you very much. And gorgeous design there, lovely and simple. Awesome.
This is 313, beautiful bracelet, and this is really tiny writing.
I'll go on, Jan.
And this is
lots
from
of big words in this
Chris,
one as well.
In Cambridgeshire, I think. Here was my entry to this week's Wall of Fame. It's a bracelet I made for my daughter that has a birthstone of her two children in it, sapphire for September and garnet for January.
Oh.
The shaded sapphires are from JM, as are sterling silver spacers and clasp. The garnets are from my stash. Hoping for a win this time, and that's from Chris. Well, good luck, Chris. That is
There
beautiful.
you are, Jan. You managed to deal with that.
I did, didn't I?
So lots of complaining over nothing there. You managed to read it out.
Yeah, we did very well there, didn't we?
We did do very well.
It's not going to
Sounds
last.
like we know what we're doing. Clear quartz, faceted, concave cut bicones coming up in a few moments. Oh my word, this is gorgeous. We've only got 55 chances. It's really limited in stock. Don't go anywhere. It'll be up in just a couple of secs.
I've been on the introduction to beadwork from JewelleryMaker, and the class was run by Linda, who I've watched on television many times, and always thought, well, I must go to that class because I've bought a lot of the jewellery, the lovely stones, but never ever sat down really and studied it. It's much easier when somebody explains what you've got to do. So I've made necklaces, I've made some lovely earrings. And it's good because we've got all the choice of beads stones we're able to use. And I've had a thoroughly good day. And of course I dragged my daughter along, who's kept me in tow, so it's open to all ages. It was super. We met a very good crowd.
Join guest designer Gemma Crow as she brings you a fascinating DVD that teaches you how to create all of your important findings that are essential to everybody's collection. Gemma will take you through step by step to create all of your finishing touches that bring your pieces to life, essential for all jewellery makers. To get your hands on a copy of this fantastic DVD, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Get creative with JewelleryMaker.
Did you know that if you go to JewelleryMaker.com and sign up to our mailing list, then you will receive 20% off your first order with us. We'll also keep you updated with special offers, theme shows, program guides and Jewellery Maker tutorials. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share. Download the Jewellery Maker app today. You can watch our Jewellery Maker shows live, view all the details of the item that is currently on air, as well as browsing all the items from today's show. You can also minimize the video or switch to use as a companion app. Get the Jewellery Maker app today and boost your viewing experience.
Here at JewelleryMaker, we love seeing your jewellery creations, learning about your inspiration and reading your blogs. If you write your own craft or jewellery blog, then we'd love to hear from you. Simply tweet us at jewellery_maker UK with your blog link and we'll be in touch.
Do you have a question that you need answering?
Well, did you know you can ask to speak to an accredited jewellery professional in our call centre?
Trained by the GIA, you can ask us any gemological question and we'll do our best to help.
We don't just sell gemstones, we know gemstones.
That's why when you buy from us, you're buying with confidence. Buy your genuine gemstones from genuine accredited jewellery professionals.
If you miss a Jewellery Maker show, then simply go to our YouTube page where you'll be able to find hours of Jewellery Maker footage. Search by show, date or type. Alternatively, search by guest designer by using our playlist page. You can also find hours of tutorials with handy hints and tips to give you inspiration. Our YouTube page is updated on a daily basis, so you can access any show at any time. Stay in touch with Jewellery Maker.
My word. This is just dazzling, isn't it? Yeah. I'm not surprised we've only got 55 well, we haven't got 55 anymore, but I'm not surprised that we had 55 chances for this strand, because I cannot even imagine how difficult this strand has been to facet. This is amazing quality of clear quartz. I mean, absolutely the best of the best of the best. We've then taken it, cut it into a rough shape, and then a lapidrist has concave faceted, which means You get these beautiful elongated facets going down the pavilion of the gemstone, which is the slanty bit of the gemstone, towards the coulis, the pointy bit. And they haven't just done it on the underside of the gemstone, they've done it on the upper side of the gemstone as well, because you've got this beautiful kind of inverted pyramid quality. Pyramid quality on the gemstone. I mean, this is just, it looks so exotic, doesn't it? Absolutely glorious quality. I mean, just beautiful. Now, do you know what, Jan? I'm looking at this strand and I'm thinking, I wouldn't want to do this strand a disservice. I'd want to make the very most out of this that I possibly can. How would you use a strand like this to get the most out of it?
I think for me, you can drop it into lots of designs, but I think as earrings would be fabulous because the light would go through them and they would move and they would look stunning.
Yeah, they really would, wouldn't they?
You can make a lovely ring, but you do sort of like a prong set, something with sort of a high setting so that the light can get in all the way around.
Yeah.
You don't want to cover that stone too much, and you want it so that the light can sort of pass through it, just so that you can see all those beautiful facets on it.
They really are beautiful, aren't they? They are just sublime. The quality's amazing here. We obviously can't commission hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of strands that look like this. The time it takes to facet just one of these gemstones is such... You know, it takes such a long time to facet just one of these gemstones that to commission 200 or 300 of these would be almost impossible. It would take us months and months and months and months and months and months and months to make this one strand. So you are very, very lucky today in the fact that we've got any kind of quantity of this. We had 55 chances available. I've got lots of people who are hovering on the phone lines waiting to see what kind of price point we're going to do. Lots of people already confirming. Because you know it's a really, really limited edition strand. And isn't it a great feeling knowing that you're getting something limited edition, truly, truly, truly limited edition? Now, we've got to give you a price point for this. We've got to put a price point on screen for this. Each one of these gemstones, if you were just to set one of these into the middle of a single strand pearl necklace, what would it add on to that necklace design-wise? Well, it would look fantastic, wouldn't it? What would it add on to that design monetary-wise as well? How much more would you be able to sell that piece of jewellery on for? Well, maybe another kind of £10, £15, because the quality is just so superb. On this strand, you've got approximately 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 of these gemstones. So that is potentially, you know, easily another kind of over £100 worth of gemstone quality, you know, when you consider how much each one of these is going to add on to that design, monetary wise, how much you'll be able to sell that piece of jewellery on for, because it, you know, has one of these. Today, you're going to get this entire strand for under £50. Today, we're going under 40. We're actually going under 30. I've got a text coming through, OMG, breathtaking quartz. I mean, it's absolutely beautiful, isn't it? And I've got another text for you here as well. It's an earring strand for me, using precious metal and birthstones for people. Pure beauty, says Jason in Lincolnshire. Yeah, absolutely. And Jason makes a lot of kind of tanzanite jewellery and pearl jewellery and sells a lot of those pieces on as well. So he knows exactly what he's doing with these, which is absolutely fantastic. Price point for these today, you are not going to be able to believe this. We're going under £30. Here's your deal. I just look at a strand like this and I think, how on earth can we do a strand like this? I mean, it is all about the cuts. It is all about that kind of anatomy of the gemstone. It is all about the attention to detail on this strand. Gorgeous. Rosemary in Somerset says, got mine, whoopee! Brilliant, well done to you, darling. It's a really, really limited edition strand. So you are not only getting a strand that's been faceted with the utmost care and attention and faceted by lapidaries who've trained for a lifetime to get to this kind of a point, but you're also one of only 55 people in the world who will ever own this strand. That is pretty amazing, isn't it? I've got lots of people with this in their baskets. Please check your baskets out, because of course it is a limited edition strand. Absolutely gorgeous. I'm just imagining this with this beautiful black spinel necklace that Jan's made from our third kit today, just dropping, not all of them, but maybe one of them into this necklace. I mean, that would be amazing, wouldn't it?
Go fabulous with that kit. Just
one of them in the centre would just make even more of a difference to this. It would make it look even more spectacular, wouldn't it? And that's the thing with a strand like this, because each one of these gemstones is going to be, it's going to have such a huge impact. You don't have to use lots and lots of them in a piece of jewellery. Just one will do. One of them in a necklace, one of them in a ring, two of them in a pair of earrings. You know, that really is all that you need. You don't have to use all of them at one go. If you do, you know, if you want to, then absolutely fantastic, go for it, but you don't have to. Lots of people still coming through for this. I've got an anonymous bidder in the West Midlands who's come through to get 2 lots, which is brilliant. Well done to you as well. You are still going to get your 30-day money-back guarantee as well. And you're still only paying £2.95p in per order, which is absolutely amazing, isn't it? Well done. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous quality. Okay, right, next. Now here's an opportunity for something that I don't think I've ever bought you anything like this before. I've bought you featherweight head pins before on JewelleryMaker, and in fact with our plated findings packs, where we bring you rose gold or yellow gold or silver plated copper, we can bring you featherweight head pins. This is one of the first times, I think it's probably the second time, I have bought you featherweight head pins which are precious metal. Okay, now you'll notice with these head pins they are very, very fine, and that is the whole point of them. They need to be very, very fine. Jan, how have you found using, how have you found featherweight head pins useful in your jewellery?
I think they're invaluable, really.
Yeah.
I think some of the strands of distinction, and some of the strands that, you know, the higher end strands, some of them, the drill holes are smaller.
Yeah.
And this allows you then to use them with these. It just makes your life easier.
Yeah.
It just and with some of my pearls as well. I mean, you can ream the pearls so you can put the other head pins through, but sometimes, you know, it's nice just to use these, and they're just really easy to use, really malleable. So anything you can do with the normal head pin, basically, you can do with these. It's just, it makes your life easier because it'll go through any gemstone.
Yeah.
Any gemstone.
I mean, as Jan says, it will go through much finer gemstones.
Yeah.
So quite a few of our gems of distinction strands, which I'm about to show you, actually will have slightly finer drill holes. A lot of them actually have got larger drill holes than they used to, because of course we're constantly looking to improve the kind of gemstone quality that we bring you, and the kind of and listen to you as well. And a lot of you are saying you wanted larger drill holes through pearls and through gems of distinction strands, which we've actually done, especially with our pearls. Some of the pearls now have got really lovely drill holes going through them. But for some gemstones, like this bundle I'm going to be bringing you a bit later on today, this gorgeous corundum sapphire bundle, these drill holes will be a little bit finer than maybe the shell pearl that we've got coming up on today's show. And you might want to use these with a head pin. You might want to make you might want to replicate that beautiful design that Jan did from the first kit with those gorgeous earrings, and you'll need quite a few head pins for that. And if you want to use them with this kind of a gemstone, they're going to need to be finer head pins. This is how these head pins are useful. We've only recently really started to bring you featherweight head pins in the last kind of 12-18 months or so. This is only the second time, to my reckoning, that I've ever bought you precious metal featherweight head pins. Almost always it's rose gold, silver or yellow gold plated copper. Today this is rose gold plated 925 sterling silver. Knowingly, I think I've only ever bought you precious metal featherweight head pins once before. I can't remember what metal they were as well, but they were precious metal ones, definitely, but only once before. Today, rose gold plated 925 sterling silver featherweight head pins, a fantastic deal for you today. Have a look at your deal today for 100 of your featherweight head pins. Yeah, amazing. And you know, my advice to you would be, Maybe save these for your gems of distinction strands, maybe save these for your pearls, save them for your gemstones where you've maybe had to ream them in the past. And we're talking about gemstones which are, you know, are kind of heading towards your more precious gemstones like your tanzanites or your emeralds, or maybe your diamonds if you've been lucky enough to secure diamonds, or natural turquoise or pearls. But it's not just threading gemstones onto these. Have a look at this chain that Jan has used. This is ready-made chain in this necklace here, which is coming up in our third kit today, which is amazing. But you can make chain like this, little rosary link style chain with very small gemstones like these beautiful pearls, using featherweight headpins like this. You will need to do a wrap link rather than just an open link, but you can see here, you know, using your featherweight headpins to make a chain like this. There's lots of different uses for these kind of headpins, isn't there, Dan?
And it also means then that you're able to use precious metal throughout the piece.
Yes.
Because we had a question last time I was on with you.
We did, yeah.
You know, would you mix your metals? Would you mix plated with precious metals? And I said no, I wouldn't. I'd like, if I've got sterling silver or gold-plated sterling silver, I like to have that throughout the piece.
Yeah.
And this allows you to do that then.
Definitely.
If you want to add a rosary link sort of in there, you can do it, and you've got that precious metal quality then going throughout the piece, haven't you?
Absolutely, yeah. And yeah, just going back to that question that we had on our last show, yeah, somebody said if it's got a sterling silver clasp on it, can I advertise it as being sterling silver if the crimp beads that I've used aren't precious metal? Well, really, I personally wouldn't. Because especially if you have a certain allergy to plated metals, i.e. plated base metals, and you have a reaction to that piece of jewellery, if you're going to be using precious metal in your jewellery, use it the whole way through. Then you can advertise it and say precious metal jewellery, and you can, you've got a clear conscience. If you do want to add on a rosary link chain, this is one of the first opportunities that we've been able to give you in recent history, where we can bring you a precious metal quality that you can make your rosary links out of, that you can do your finer little details out of. And don't forget, for a rosary link style chain with one gemstone, particularly if it's a smaller gemstone, you're not going to be using all of that for one gemstone. That effectively could make 2 links. You could get 2 links out of that easily, or 2 eye pins maybe. You don't even have to use it as a head pin if you don't want to. Cut this in half, use that part as a head pin, and use the other half as an eye pin. You know, there's loads and loads and loads of great ways to use these. They are 40 millimetres in length, so they're really nice and long, so they will take a really large gemstone, but also 2, maybe even 3 smaller gemstones as well. Absolutely awesome. Loads of people coming through for these. Well done, everyone. Gorgeous. Fantastic deal there. Well done. Now, coming up in about half an hour's time, the most wonderful strand of fire opal. Oh. I literally cannot take my eyes off this. You've got the most awesome play of colour going through some of these darker gemstones. They are simply beautiful. Ah. So that's going to be coming up in about half an hour's time. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. So beautiful quality fire opal here, absolutely amazing. That's going to be up in about half an hour's time. Woo! How are you getting on with your challenge, Jan?
Yeah, good. Having a great time.
Good. Good, good, good. Right, okay, so what have we got coming up now? Here we go. Craft Shopper bag. Oh, I love these things. Ooh. What was that little song there, Ollie? That was nice. I like that song. Ollie's not very well. He's had a week off and he's spent a week with a cold. Don't you hate that?
Typical, isn't it?
Don't you hate that? He said he had a great week off. Do I detect a hint of sarcasm in your voice there, Ollie? Yeah, a week with a cold. I normally get a cold as soon as I get on an airplane to go away anywhere.
Do you?
Yeah. As soon as I go away on holiday. It's like when you stop.
Yeah.
You get ill, don't you?
Yeah.
That's why I've got to work right up until my due date. Not really, no. Right, okay, so that would just be a bit weird. So, JewelleryMaker Craft Shopper bag. This is amazing, isn't it, Jan?
I want one.
I know.
I want one.
I know.
I love it.
It's not just for jewellery makers, is it?
No, I mean, if you're going on the beach, like you're talking about holidays, you're going on the beach, you can put all your bits and pieces in there. Your sun lotion, your towel,
wine.
Your wine,
Definitely.
Your sarnies, that sort of thing. So yeah, no, it's great. But any craft, any time really.
Well, we were talking about this bag. In fact, I'll go through what you're getting with this bag, and then we'll talk about who this bag is for, because it literally. It's never ending. Okay, so you've got your gorgeous kind of really, really high quality canvas bag here. Okay, big pocket here. Really big pocket here. You can fit things in there like your tablet or your work, your sketchbook, a ring binder in there. It's nice in there. You can fit what in there? A child. Don't know about that. No. But you've got a nice big pocket here. Here you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 really nice big deep pockets here as well. I can even fit my hand in there. I've got big hands. I've got big kind of goalie hands, and I could. Oh, hang on. There we go. Thought I got it stuck then. So you can fit your phones in there. You can fit all sorts in there. Okay. You've then got. I know it's weird, isn't it? Really small wrists and big hands. Doesn't make sense really, does it? You've then got a Velcro pocket on the side, which is lovely, nice and deep again. You've got the little flap there. On the back. You've got two deep pockets here, 2 with flaps, okay, with your Velcro flaps, and then you've got a zippy pocket here, fantastic. Another pocket here which has got loads and loads and loads of those little elasticated things for pens. Great for putting paintbrushes in, great for putting pens in, great for putting your tools in as well. Fantastic, and you've got extra room in there for your other bits and pieces as well. And then this is like the main pocket. It's huge. Just to put it into, look, my whole head, it actually fits in the bag. I reckon you could actually fit 2 heads in there. There's room for another head in here. There is actually room for, you can literally fit 2. No, I'm not going to ask Jan to put her head in the bag as well. But literally, you could put, I could fit my head in there, okay? But all your projects as well, okay? Now, we were talking a few shows ago when we bought this to you about who this bag is for. And we came to the conclusion that if you are going to be leaving the house with anything other than house keys, phone, and a purse, so with a bag of some description, you are going to need a bag like this. You're going to need a bag like this. So if you're a mum, a new mum, okay, or a new dad, and you've got to take all of the baby stuff with you, nappies, changes of clothes, bottles, all that kind of stuff, a bag like this is absolutely perfect. Everything is easily accessible. If you're an art student, how much was my baby bag? Oh yeah, my mum actually bought my baby bag for, which was lovely. It was about £50, which was, I have to say, £50 for a changing bag is actually a really good price point. I was in a very well-known department store yesterday, and their bags, their changing bags, some of them were like £100. I was thinking, well, what? You're going to put disgusting nappies in there, and you're going to put clothes in there, and all sorts. And £90 on a changing bag. Anyway. So if you're an art student, then you've got room in here for your paintbrushes, you've got room in here for your sketchbooks. If you're going to be going fishing, you can put all your fishing tackle in this, and your sandwiches, and your flask. If you're going to be going, oh goodness, if you're going to be going, as Jan says, on holiday, you can put your flip-flops in here, you can put your towel in here, you can put anything in here. Really, for anyone who is going to be leaving the house with more than keys, wallet, phone, this bag is going to be useful. Literally everyone, and it goes beyond crafting. Fleur, who's one of our guest designers, has actually bought a couple of these bags, and she puts all of her horse grooming kit in here. So hoof picks and brushes and things like that, and bits and pieces to put on the saddles. Makeup artists as well. If you organise kids' parties and you take loads of bags with you, you're going to need a bag to put stuff in, okay? And rather than rummaging around in your bag and it being really, really difficult to find things, this is perfect. Also, See how rigid this bag is, how it stands up really nice and tall. There's nothing worse than trying to find something in a bag which is all floppy and trying to kind of just stabbing yourself with pens and things like that because you're trying to find and rummage around, find things in that bag. Because this is nice and rigid, you can look directly into the bag and you can find whatever you need there and then, boom, I've got it. Right, price point for this is amazing. Oh, it's got 2 straps in it as well to put over your shoulder. Now, price point for this is amazing. Normally, and I found, oh, do you know what? I'm going to eBay my laptop bag. I've told you about this laptop bag before. I got very excited about buying a laptop a few years ago, and I bought a laptop bag to go with it, and it was a ready, it was kind of designed for the laptop. Absolutely beautiful, really gorgeous bag. And it cost me £100. I don't know what I was doing buying it. I've used it like half a dozen times since about 2004, and I don't know what I was doing. So I'm going to be selling it on eBay and hopefully getting some cash back for it. But I was looking at it yesterday when we were clearing everything out, and I just thought, what was I doing buying that bag? What was I doing? Especially when you know that bags like this, which can do exactly the same kind of thing, and it can fit everything in that you need, and this bag is £19.95p. I mean, that is amazing, isn't it? That really is incredible. And do you know what? I think if you're watching the show today and you're thinking about getting something like this for a crafter, they will love it. All crafters love storage solutions and they love bags to put their things in, don't they, Jan?
Yeah. I want it. How many have we got? We got many?
Yeah, we got some.
I'll get one after the show then. But I'd love it. I mean, for me, I've got a bag that I carry my tools in, and then I've got another little bag that I carry the jewellery that I've made in here. So for me, that would be great because I could put my jewellery inside, and the tools that I need for that particular day, I could put in there. It's perfect. It's perfect for anything, like you say, not only jewellery making or crafting. For anything. But
even our guest designers, when I see them turning up for JewelleryMaker to go on air, some of our guest designers turn up with like little wheelie suitcases with all their jewellery in. But some guest designers, I'll mention no names, turn up with kind of plastic bags, and they're kind of laden down with all these plastic bags, and they're trying to find all their jewellery. And this is guest designers. These are people who come into contact with these things every day of the week. Why? You need to practice what you preach. You need to practice what you preach. I mean, Jan, you've got JewelleryMaker bags over there.
Yeah.
You do come very well prepared. You come with all of your things in boxes and, you know, everything like that. But knowing that you've got everything in one place and you've got it all ready and you've got it all set up in one place, it gives you so much peace of mind, doesn't it?
And if you're doing a craft fair, it means that if you've got pieces sort of that you're working through, you can put them in there.
Yeah,
that
definitely.
little side there, your macrame board will go in there.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So you know you can take pieces with you to work with. So and you put your tools in there as well. So that's one bag. You've got your tools and the bits that you're going to be sitting and making with, instead of like having lots of little boxes and things that you've got to, like you say, rummage through to get out what you want.
And you'll look professional as well.
And it looks good as well.
Even if you're not professional, even if you're into making organic jewellery like Jan is, we spoke about this the other day. You actually haven't used the word organic once.
I haven't, no, yet.
You're trying to stray away from that word on today's show.
I did have plenty of messages after the show actually saying that people liked making organic jewellery.
No, I absolutely love organic jewellery. I really, really do. It's just the way that Jan uses that word sometimes when she's trying to cover up the fact she doesn't know what she's going on about. Do I look like I've got any clothes on behind this bag? Don't it look like I'm kind of peering over a wall in some kind of I don't know. We're going to need considerably bigger buns. I watched Calendar Girls the other day. It's such a good movie, isn't it?
Oh, it's
fabulous. Funny. Oh yeah, of course I cried. But I don't know if it's being pregnant or something, but the amount of tears I cry as a pregnant woman, it's like a tap. Did I tell you about? Well, yeah, I think it was when I was pregnant with Hattie, and I tried to make an effort to go to the gym, and I was on the treadmill, and there was this advert on, and it was an advert. It was one of those really kind of hard-hitting adverts. It was for a charity, and it was a really, really lovely advert, and I instantly picked up my phone and donated whatever I could. But I was on the treadmill and I was just in tears. I was absolutely in tears. I just couldn't, and people were looking at me at the gym, and I just, You can't help it though, can you? Anyway, Beth says, could make a great hospital bag for when you go and have the baby. Perfect pockets and spaces for all your own and baby's essentials. Do you know what? That's a great idea. Can I? Honestly, I've got all my stuff out. I've got all my sweets out and my kind of drinks and things like that because they were really useful last time. And I've got some pyjamas and that would all fit in there. Nappies, I put nappies in there. Do you know what? I'm going to get one. That is absolutely awesome. Have we? 12 left. Okay, Pamela in the West Midlands says, this is the bestest bag ever. Mine is stuffed with wool and knitting needles. Loving the show as always, girls. Pam in the West Midlands. Imagine Pam there with a bag and it's got wool coming out of it. Guess Designer Claire says, good morning, it's Guess Designer Claire. I'll no longer be a bag lady. I've just got mine. Brilliant. I wasn't referring to you, Claire. Viv says, got mine to keep polymer clay tools together. Yeah. Fab.
They're just great, aren't they? Whatever you want to use it for, it's great.
Yeah.
And it looks good as well.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
When do you reckon we'll get it back in stock by? I would consider kind of sitting with my legs crossed just to kind of get one of those bags. You know what, I never thought about that, taking it as a hospital bag. That's a great idea. Okay, right. Right, 8 of those left. Well done, everyone. Okay. Okay, quartzite. Have we got time for this one? Of course we do. Bother. Don't know why I bother.
We need some tumbleweed.
You'll miss me when I'm gone.
I will.
What are you going to do? Who you gonna have this kind of banter with?
I don't know.
Exactly.
I'll have to bully somebody else, won't I? Into liking me.
You are?
I'll have to bully somebody else into liking me.
Oh, Jan, everyone loves you here at JewelleryMaker. You're lovely.
Thank you. And you are.
I've got to tell her that. Right, okay. This is an amazing bundle. Don't you love the colour of this? Kerry, do you like the colour of this? Kerry likes the colour of this. Kerry's got beautiful purple hair at the minute. She's just lovely. It's a little bit lighter than this bundle hair. Hair. Yeah, when you think, yeah, exactly. When you think purple hair, you think, is that going to work? Believe you or not, it does work. I've been bullying her into having purple hair since last summer, since you dyed it back. She finally dyed it again purple. Dion, are you going to dye your hair? You want Kerry to have blue hair? Just leave Kerry out of this. You can bully Jan and I into wearing blue clothes. You're not bullying Kerry into having blue hair. Yeah. Right, breaking news. Apparently, Dion told Kerry when she dyed her hair purple, next time she has to dye it blue. What is your problem? Why are you saying that? I know, is there? There's a girl in the warehouse apparently who's got her hair blue. Right, okay. Should we just, yeah? Right, quartzite. The thing I love so much about quartzite is we can dye every single colour of the rainbow, even blue. Yes, I know. But it's this gorgeous kind of... what colour is this, Jan?
Oh.
What is this?
It's like, it's really juicy, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's like a grapey, beautiful... You know, the masala is the colour at the moment,
yes,
isn't it? So that's sort of bordering on that masala, that sort of colour, isn't it? But it's sort of got more of a purpley, plummy tone to it. Do you think? Or am I just...
Plum purple? No, we're just discussing colours. So there's plum... Ollie's come up with plum.
Yeah.
Jan's saying...
everything.
Grape. I reckon... What, a dewberry?
Yeah.
A dewberry colour, maybe? Or like a... It's not blueberry, is it? Well, it's just gorgeous. The great thing about quartzite is we can dye this gemstone any colour that we like. Okay. Also, we can bring it to you at price points which makes people just go, what? For genuine gemstones? I know. Because you're getting 3 10mm faceted strands of this gorgeous, juicy quartzite here. Absolutely glorious, glorious colours. Beautiful faceting, really glossy, and this is your price for the 3 strands. $8.95. See, that is amazing, isn't it? Even if you were just to make stretchy bracelets, oh, look at that, look at that, look at that. We've had a few different people texting in about kind of what colour this is. Let's have a look. Hopefully I can read these out. Oh, heliotrope. Heliotrope, yeah, now, heliotrope, who wore heliotrope? Heliotrope, it's in a play I've seen. Someone wore heliotrope. I think it's in An Ideal Husband. I think I played, heliotrope is this colour. Ah! Yeah. Oh, so it's like a, so is it a flower called a heliotrope? That one? I don't know. I was in a play, I think it was An Ideal Husband, and they talk about someone wearing heliotrope. Yeah, it's like yeah, that's exactly the colour. Thanks, Yvonne. Brilliant. Someone's saying aubergine. Maybe it's a bit too light to be aubergine. I had a similar colour on my wedding dress. Oh, that sounds nice. They called it aubergine. Beautiful, isn't it? It's gorgeous. Isn't that gorgeous? Lots of people coming through to get this as well, and I've got multi-bidders as well. Now, colours that this will go with, of course, any of your purples and your pinks and your blues, but why not try putting it with something really strong, like the fire opal? What about that? I like that with the orange.
That looks good, doesn't it?
Doesn't it?
Yeah.
With the oranges. What about with some beautiful blues, maybe? Oh. Tanzanite. Tanzanite coming up later on in the show. Amazing. Loads and loads and loads of ways that you can colour pop this should you want to. Jenny in Sussex says, hi all, I would like to have this as a 3-strand necklace. How can I create a finding to hold them next to each other? Thanks, Jenny. Jan?
Well, you could, I'm just trying to think.
Nice idea, by the way, Jenny.
On the last show that we did, last Thursday, my challenge, I did a 3-strand pearl bracelet.
You did, yeah.
And now if you look at the pictures on Facebook, you can see the back clasp on that. And what I did is with a piece of wire, a 1mm wire, I made a bar, put a loop at either end and a loop in the middle, which separated the pearls. So if you look at that photograph, you'll get an idea of how I did that, and you could do that with these.
Perfect.
So you could make a connector with the 3 loops and then strand them on in the normal way into the 3 loops, so that it separates them out and they sit nice.
So either have a look, Jenny, so either have a look at our Facebook page for last Thursday, or go to our YouTube channel and type into our YouTube channel the date for last Thursday, which was the 9th. Yeah. And we'll and you should see that piece of jewellery at the end of the show that Jan created. You won't see a demo, but you'll see the piece of jewellery, hopefully. Deborah in Somerset says, I think it's violet, like African violets. Loving the show, Debs in West Somerset. Yeah, it is a bit of a violet-y colour, isn't it? I love the fact that so many people are texting in about this bundle and texting in about the colour of it. It's just absolutely gorgeous, isn't it? It's really, really juicy. It's got that gorgeous tone to it that I think pretty much everyone could get away with wearing. Gorgeous. Well done, everyone. Triple deal indeed. Claire in Derbyshire. Hi, Carol. They look like a popular blackcurrant drink beginning with R. Good luck with soon arriving baby. Do you know what you're having? No, just a baby. I don't know what it is. Don't know what it is. What are you? What are you? Give me a kick if you're a girl. No. Give me a kick if you're a boy. It's gone to sleep. Tends to go to sleep during the show. Maybe that's got something about my presenting style. I don't know, but it tends to kind of just go to sleep. Elbows yesterday, just here. Elbows or feet. No, not. I can't really see it. No, I don't really want to look, to be fair. I don't want to see. limbs and things. Oh no, not yet. Denise says, that colour reminds me of a red-violet crayon. Just looked on the web and it looks pretty close to me. Brilliant, Denise. Thank you for that little bit of research there. This colour is gorgeous. Got mine, says Gemma. Gemma doesn't know what colour it is, but she just thinks it's gorgeous. It's just gorgeous. I want it. Good for you, Gemma. Awesome. Well done, everyone. Gorgeous. Right, okay, coming up now. Beautiful, amazing, stunning fire opal. Don't go anywhere. Now, fire opal. The last few strands of fire opal that I've bought you have been absolutely superb. The colour, the quality, the variety of colour has been absolutely amazing. However, this one here has got moments of opalescence. And oh my word, you are going to love it. This strand you've got here, it's natural. All the way from Mexico. This is Mexico's national gemstone. And up until recently, I'd never really considered fire opal as having opalescence, which is a quality you tend to get in white opal, opal from Ethiopia, or opal from places like from Australia. How wrong was I? Because the only time I've ever seen opalescence in fire opal has been off fire opal that I've had from JewelleryMaker. And I have to say, this has got so much opalescence coming out of it. It's just incredible. Greens, reds, oranges. Now, predominantly, it's in these kind of more orangey gemstones that you're going to be getting the opalescence. I mean, it is absolutely glorious. Jan, have you ever worked with a fire opal before that's had opalescence?
Not really, to be honest.
This is really special,
stunning, isn't it? It's absolutely beautiful.
This is really, really special. This gemstone, like I say, I've never really known it to have opalescence coming out of it. But in here, it's not just in one gemstone, I've got it across most of these fire opals, which are this kind of colour. On the strand, you've got opalescence, which is absolutely incredible. Wow, look at the greens in that one there. Goodness me. I mean, it really is tremendous quality fire opal you're going to be getting here. Now, my advice to you would be, if you can, get 2 or 3 of these strands. And the point of that being is get 2 or 3 strands of this home. They're all natural, they're all going to be slightly different, they're all unique. Get them home, have a look at them, decide which ones you want to keep, and then possibly, if you want to, send the others back. But our returns rate is lower than 2% here at JewelleryMaker. So I doubt very much you're going to end up sending any of these back. Get this in your basket now. The most beautiful quality, natural Mexican fire opal. Faceted rondelles. Here is your incredible price points. Give us a call or get involved on our website, JewelleryMaker.com. £34.95. Absolutely gorgeous. That's great. I've got a few multi-bidders coming through to get this, which I'm really, really, really pleased to see. For under 60, 70 pounds, this is amazing. For £34.95 for fire opal that has opalescence. My word, that's incredible. Well done. Lots of you coming through now. Isn't that stunning? The most beautiful quality, the most exquisite example of opalescence. And I have to say, you're getting the whole spectrum of fire opal here. You're getting the whole spectrum of colour here. It really is that beautiful. Gorgeous quality. Well done, everyone. And you're still going to get a 30-day money-back guarantee on that. But you've got colours in there which are representative of, oh goodness me, spring, summer, autumn and winter. It's a really, really transitional gemstone here. Gorgeous strand, isn't it? Just beautiful. And maybe it's me being a bit lazy, but I would just make a beautiful bracelet out of this. I just love the thought of doing that with it. That would just be gorgeous with some precious metal findings. Beautiful quality. Well done, everyone. Right. Next. Which one is that? Yeah, I got him. Okay. Okay. I've now got a deal for you before our next kit, which is going to be a bit of a blink and you miss it kind of a deal, because they're going to go in seconds. Okay, we've only got 50 of these available. Rose gold plated 925 sterling silver head pins. Okay, these are 40mm in length, so lovely long length on them. They are rose gold plated 925 sterling silver. They've got this lovely little ball on the top of them, which when you start to drop gemstones, are these half drilled? Which when you start to drop gemstones onto them will give you a lovely little finishing quality. As Jan and I were saying a little bit earlier on, you can really feel the difference with precious metal findings. They will feel really smooth, they will look really reflective, they look really dazzlingly beautiful. And that is because of the precious metal quality. That's because you've got your precious metal and it's plated onto precious metal. So not onto base metal, but plated onto precious metal. So that quality just shines right the way through the metals. Okay, so there's 20 of these rose gold plated 925 sterling silver head pins for you here. The price point is amazing. I've got loads of people multi-buying. I tell you what, you are so right to do that, because today, for 20 of your precious metal head pins, here's your price. Wow. $6.95. Oh my word. I've got people coming through to get 3s and 4s of 2s, 3s and 4s of these. Loads of people coming through. Well done. It's always great to have a little stash of findings like this, isn't it, Jan? It's always great
Definitely.
to have a little stash.
Yeah. Head pins, for me, are essential, because what I try to do is, if I make a necklace, I always like to make a pair of earrings to sort of go with it.
Yeah.
And what I tend to do is, if I sell a pearl necklace, you know, if people are spending a lot of money, I throw in the pair of earrings to go in with it, as a little sort of add-on.
Oh, that's lovely.
And so to have a stash like this means that you're going to be able to do that, even if you're just making simple drop earrings.
Well, just like the ones you made from the first kit that took you a minute to make.
Yeah. You've always got that ability to do that. And if I make a necklace and I've got odd beads left, I put them in a little pot, and then I'll sit down one day and just make them up into earrings. So to have a stash of head pins next to those,
yeah, lovely.
You can just sort of motor through them and make your earrings.
Because quite often when you do make earrings, you're sometimes making them out of strands of gemstones that maybe you've got two or 4 gemstones left from that strand, but you want to have that precious metal quality because the strand's been really beautiful. And
no, that's right. And the thing is as well, I mean, you can make your findings out of that as well, your shepherd's hook shape out of that as well. So, you know, you can do the whole caboodle out of those.
Gorgeous. Right. This has, this is pretty much sold out, so well done, everyone. Right, okay. I've got our second kit now. The second kit I'm going to bring you, this next kit, is possibly one of the best kits we have ever bought you on JewelleryMaker. I do have a decent quantity, however, this kit is monumental. I've been thinking about this kit all weekend. I knew that we had the 3 kits on today's show. This kit's stuck in my mind because there is so much in it. Now, on Thursday, when I found out what kits we had, I didn't have the luxury at looking at the. I didn't have the luxury of looking at a picture of it, because here at JewelleryMaker, as I'm sure you can appreciate, particularly the team in the morning have so much setting up and photography to do for all of the products that we have on the show. So on Thursday, when I sat down and looked at the details of this kit, I didn't have the luxury of looking at any pictures of any of the strands or the quality of any of the strands. All I knew is that we had a kit with aquamarine, tanzanite, tourmaline, turquoise, citrine, amethyst. She's just taking the details off screen. Citrine, amethyst, garnet, emerald, neon apatite, black tourmaline, Zavarite garnet. I think that's it, yeah. That's all I knew. And just from looking at those details on screen, so without me seeing a photo of any of these strands, I knew this kit was going to sell out. And I know it's going to sell out today. You know it's going to sell out today. Jan knows it's going to sell out today. Our first kit has already sold out. It's just a case of how long it's going to take to happen. Now, Jan, let's have a look at this jewellery, and let's have a look and see how gem heavy all of this is, because this jewellery is so gem heavy. That tanzanite is some of the best tanzanite nuggets I've ever seen.
The colour is just delicious, isn't it?
You can just tell instantly it's tanzanite.
Yeah.
It's got that lilac-y blue to it, that cornflower blue to it. All of these pieces here are what I would describe as statement pieces. This necklace here has got the most beautiful pair of earrings to go with it. That is, that's garnet and emerald in that suite. Jan's done the same with multicolour tourmaline. Beautiful. I love the way you've sectioned that tourmaline. Beautiful. Tourmaline necklace, tourmaline earrings. Look at this for neon apatite. I mean, this is astonishing neon apatite, with aquamarine, rose gold plated silver findings in this kit, everyone. Amethyst and citrine. Look how much Jan has used in this incredible necklace. I mean, just so much. And finally, there's this gorgeous turquoise suite of jewellery here with this hugely beautiful turquoise necklace, and there's a pair of turquoise earrings next to it as well. And there's a Zavarite garnet bracelet at the front. Now, all of these pieces are gem heavy. They're all showcase pieces. They're all statement showcase pieces. How much did you have left, Jan?
I've got loads left. Tons.
This is what I found the most amazing thing. The amount of gemstones Jan had left, you could probably make the jewellery from this kit again.
Yes, yeah.
You probably could, couldn't you?
Probably not the amethyst and the citrine.
The amethyst and citrine, you've used most of it in this one necklace.
But everything else, you could replicate everything else, I would do, yeah, easily.
I mean, okay, let's have a look at this necklace here. This is probably this is probably the chunkiest necklace here. What kind of price point would you sell a necklace like this for, Jan?
Well, you've got lots of amethyst, lots of citrine, you've got the precious metal.
Yeah, let's have a look at the metal findings on the back, because this is all precious metal that Jan's used here.
It's got to be sort of £70.
It's going to have to be, isn't it?
Got to be. The clasp, because I was limited to the findings pack that I'd got, I used the memory wire to make that.
Isn't that beautiful?
That clasp.
Isn't that gorgeous?
But
because with this kit, I mean, Zavarite garnet, actually, let's talk about the Zavarite garnet bracelet.
I love that.
Zavarite garnet is one of the rarest varieties of garnet that we've ever bought you on JewelleryMaker. Jan's been very indulgent and made an entire bracelet out of this Zavarite garnet. Look at the clasp on the back.
I just didn't want to sort of mess with it
No.
or put anything with it.
No.
I just love it as it is. It is just beautiful.
Wow. It's just
Colour is gorgeous.
incredible. Incredible. Gemstone wise with this kit, I mean, we've done a very kind of, we've shown you, oh my word, look at all, bringing you gemstone strands like this, where you're going to be getting, here you are, your double strand of turquoise, is someone keeping count? Double strand of turquoise, double strand of amethyst, double strand of neon apatite, double strand of aquamarine, double strand of citrine, double strand of Zavarite garnet, double strand of tanzanite, wow, double strand of black tourmaline, wow, that's such a heavy strand, double strand of multicolour tourmaline, double strand of red garnet, and a double strand of genuine natural emerald. How many strands is that? 11 strands of gemstones. But actually, that's actually the equivalent to 22 strands of genuine gemstones, because all of these are double strands. This is not only one of the largest kits I've ever bought you, but you've also got your threading pack, brilliant, monofilament beading thread and elastic. You've also got your memory wire. Now, rose gold coloured memory wire in ring, bracelet and necklace sizes, which Jan has been able to use a lot in her jewellery, because of course we've given her precious metal findings with this kit, so she's been able to use some of the memory wire to make clasps and things like that. But also in earrings. I mean, just look at these earrings. I mean, they're so beautiful. They make a beautiful stage for all these incredible genuine gemstones. Let's come to these findings. This is one of the finest findings packs that we can offer you on JewelleryMaker, and it really genuinely is. You've got rose gold plated 925 sterling silver findings. A findings pack like this really is a joy to use. You can see this clasp Jan has used on this bracelet here, and it will make a huge difference to that piece of jewellery once you bring that piece of jewellery to market, won't it?
Yeah, I think finishing off your piece and adding quality findings is essential if
Definitely.
you're selling. You know, you've spent time and effort on jewellery, and they just look so beautiful. So
Yeah,
you
they
just want
really
to finish
do.
it off to its best, don't you?
Stunning. You've got your earring findings. There's this chain. Now, this chain here, which Jan has used at the back of this necklace, I'll just show you. I mean, it's beautiful. The chain here, absolutely gorgeous. It's a beautiful curved chain. It's all rose gold plated 925 sterling silver. Look at how Jan's used it at the back of this citrine and amethyst necklace. I mean, this is such a lovely way of using this chain, especially if you're going to be wearing it with your hair up. It's such a decadent, indulgent way of using it, isn't it?
It's beautiful. It's a beautiful chain, and it's great to sort of, the links are nice to drop charms onto as well, so you can make beautiful charm bracelets with it.
Yeah.
It is just amazing.
I don't think I've ever bought you a kit. I mean, yes, with guest designers like Mark, we can do chips and nuggets kits. Yeah, absolutely. And I've done lots of chips and nuggets kits before. I don't think I've ever bought you a chips and nuggets kit that's got tanzanite, emerald, black tourmaline, multicolour tourmaline, zavra. I mean, in these few strands here. So the black tourmaline, the emerald, the tanzanite, the multicolour tourmaline, the zavarite garnet, and arguably the turquoise as well. You have got some of the rarest strands of gemstones, and the aquamarine. You have got some of the rarest strands of gemstones that we've ever put into chips and nuggets. Some of the rarest strands of gemstones we've ever put into nuggets, and that is more than half the gemstones in this kit. So you've got the equivalent of 22 strands worth of genuine gemstones here, plus your rose gold plated 925 sterling silver findings, plus your memory wire, plus your threading pack. Now, as I've said, with all of our kits today, we have done our very, very, very best to get the price points of all of our kits down to the lowest price we possibly can. But when you've got a kit that's got 22 strands of genuine gemstones and precious metal findings and memory wire, and of course you've got your threading pack as well, and don't forget some of those gemstones are unbelievably rare, are we able to get this kit under, I don't know, £80-ish? I tell you what, for a kit that has got natural zavarite garnet, natural emerald, natural the equivalent of 4 strands of natural tourmaline, turquoise, and your tanzanite, to be able to get this kit anywhere near to the price point that we've done today is absolutely out of this world. Honestly, it is out of this world. Now, please don't forget, the jewellery that Jan has made here, stunning. She arguably could have made the majority of this jewellery again with the gemstones that she has left over. She's got bags and bags and bags, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of carats of gemstones left over. How do you fancy today? What does this work out to per strand? Oh my word. How do you fancy getting tanzanite, for under £6. A double strand of Zavarite garnet for under £10. Multicolour tourmaline for under 10 would be amazing, but we're going to take it under £6 a strand, and that's for amethyst, apatite, aquamarine, citrine, emerald, garnet, Zavarite garnet, tanzanite, multicolour tourmaline, black tourmaline and genuine turquoise. Today, for your strands alone, it works out to less than £6 a strand.
Wow.
I honestly, I'm looking at this jewellery and I'm looking at these gemstones, Jan, and I'm looking at the beautiful findings pack and the memory wire and the threading pack, and I honestly, that is one of the single best price points for a kit I think I've ever seen. And don't forget, this necklace here, if you get 2 strands and think, well, that's actually the equivalent of 4 strands in here. If you get the equivalent of 4 strands, so 2 double strands, and go, right, I'm just going to make one piece of jewellery with all of this. And if it's, you know, if you choose your gemstones, you put it with precious metal findings, that is definitely something which you could sell for the price of the entire kit. And in that one piece of jewellery, you've taken care of the price point for the entire kit. Anything else that you sell, everything else here, plus everything else that Jan could have made with the hundreds of carats of gemstones that she's got left over, is pure profit. That is absolutely amazing. Jan, what was your reaction when you opened this kit? Because I could only go off the details. I didn't have a picture to look at when I looked at this kit on Thursday. I just went off the details and I thought Jan is going to absolutely love this.
It was amazing. It was like Christmas and birthdays all come together, and I was just opening them. I opened the tanzanite and I thought it's amazing, and then the Zavarite garnet. And for me, I would do exactly what you said. I would make one piece of jewellery, so that piece of jewellery there, and I would sell that for the price of the kit.
Wow.
And then the rest of it, everybody knows I love my pearls. So I would then use most of the strands then to sort of intersperse with my pearls, and they're going to go such a long, long way.
Yeah, they really
would. So anything past that one piece of jewellery for me, I'm already adding things like Zavarite garnet, tanzanite to my pearl jewellery at no cost to me then, because it's paid for.
Now, just thinking about interspersing, I don't know, this tanzanite, for instance, that Jan's really gone to town with, you know, this is just about tanzanite. Interspersing this with pearls, Jan.
Yeah.
If you did it the other way around, so the majority of this necklace is made from pearls, and these little spacer beads here were your tanzanite, what difference would that tanzanite make to the price of that piece of jewellery that you're selling it on for? Well, so where you'd use maybe a dozen tanzanites.
Yeah, if I had a pearl necklace that I was selling for maybe £100, say, I started adding tanzanite to it, it's going to go up to 130. 120, 130. And
you've used maybe a dozen tanzanites.
So I would put some tanzanite in the front section, and you're adding a lot of value, because it's a rare gemstone.
It's a really rare gemstone.
It's a beautiful gemstone. It's a beautiful colour, and yeah, it's going to elevate the price. For me, I know that if any one of these strands, there isn't one strand in there that I wouldn't put with my pearls. Yeah. And I'm a bit fussy about what I put with my pearls, but any one of those would go with my pearls.
You don't need me to tell you, this kit has been unbelievably popular. From the minute we brought the details onto screen, I had people confirming for this kit. From the minute we brought you these details on screen, I had about 20 or 30 of you with this kit in your baskets to see what price point we were going to take this down to. I have got so many people coming through to get this kit, but honestly, can I just say, when was the last time you saw Zavarite garnet on JewelleryMaker in a kit? When was the last time you saw turquoise and tanzanite and natural emerald and natural tourmaline all together in a kit? This is one of those kits that really is, it could be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Because honestly, I mean, I know I've been going on and on and on about some of these strands, but for me, I would pay $64.95 just for turquoise, definitely the aquamarine, and the black, you know what, the black tourmaline. I can't remember the last time I saw the black tourmaline, and emerald as well.
That black tourmaline is beautiful.
Just for these gemstones here.
Look at that.
Just for these gemstones here. Zavarite garnet, one of the rarest varieties of garnet we can bring you on Jewellery Maker. Tanzanite, multicolour tourmaline, turquoise, aquamarine, black tourmaline and emerald. That on its own in a kit for $64.95 would be amazing. You've actually got all of these other gemstones. So your garnet, your neon apatite, your amethyst and your citrine, plus you've got your rose gold plated silver findings, and you've got your threading pack, and you've got your memory wire. That's amazing. And that is a Jewellery Maker price. That is not a proper price. That is a silly, silly, verging on a trade deal kind of price, isn't it? Now, Jan, oh, look at you can't help yourself, can you?
I can't, because
just standing there, just kind of doing this to the gemstones.
actually, can I just, when I got them home, I laid them all out on my board and actually took a photograph of them.
Did you?
How sad is that?
I think that's lovely.
I did, because they just look so beautiful, and I thought...
And you never know when you're going to get a kit like this to work with again,
No,
do
and
you?
I actually photographed it, and I thought I'm going to use that probably as a screensaver or something. I'm going to use it, because they just look so beautiful, all laid out
But
together.
this could be your kind of once-in-a-lifetime
Yeah.
guest designer kit, couldn't it? You never get to work with a kit like this again.
They're gorgeous.
Amazing.
Absolutely stunning.
Now, demo. Oh, yes, we're doing this,
You can
aren't
do
we?
the earrings, and it sort of translates into the pendant as well.
Perfect. So we're going to see this pair of earrings here, because it's absolutely got, you know, a beautiful little design, but also because, as you can see here, it translates into that pendant as well, so it's lovely to see them both together. The amount of people who are checking their baskets out now, you've got to do it now, because otherwise you're going to miss out. I've got so many people there. Well done. Right, Jan.
Okay, so I used the memory wire
Oh.
for this.
Oh, I thought you were kind of done then. I was thinking, oh.
Yeah, that's it. There you
Oh,
go.
yeah, that was a long demo. Great.
Put the kettle on. So what I've done in this case, I've put the tourmaline and the garnet, but you, obviously whatever combination you want, and I've cut a bracelet ring, and it's just overlapping by I don't know how much you reckon that is. I'm no good with measurements.
1 1/4 rotation.
Oh, that sounds very good.
Oh, I don't know.
I didn't think of saying it like that.
I don't know.
So what you want to do is make sure that these are sort of in the centre-ish. Sorry, let me just wiggle those
In the
round.
centre-ish.
Yeah. You know me, I like organic designs.
Oh, that word.
So you've got them there.
Yes, lovely.
Okie doke. And then what we're going to do, we're going to bring them together to get that shape. Like that. So what you need to do is just sort of shape them up where you're happy with, like sort of there. Hold that where it's crossed over there with your finger. And then the memory wire, and this memory wire is brilliant. It's really sturdy, holds its shape, but it's really easy to manipulate as well. So hold your finger on the cross there, take the memory wire here and pass it through like you're sort of using normal wire. And then give it a bit of a bend and wrap it around.
That's really pliable.
Yeah. But holds its shape beautifully when you're...
I wouldn't have
memory
expected you to be able to do that with that.
With other memory wire that I've used before, I've not been able to.
That's amazing.
Yeah. And that's why I could make clasps. I made the clasp with it on this one at the end of it.
Wow.
It's just great. So all you do then is transfer the finger over, hold it there. This one is a little bit short because I didn't get
So you made a mistake, Jan?
Not necessarily a mistake.
Okay.
It's just going to look a bit different to the other side.
A bit organic?
Organic, yeah, maybe.
Lovely.
And then all we're going to do is wrap that around. So that's our shape.
Beautiful.
And then with these little bits you've got left over, hopefully if you've sort of measured it properly and you've got these in the centre, you'll have an even-ish amount on either side. So all we're going to do is round to here. And then I'm going to snip some of that off. I don't want all of it. So don't use your flush cutters or anything on your memory wire, because it won't do them any good. And then this little piece we've got here,
Yeah.
what I'm going to do is round those pliers in there and just make a little
curl.
a little curl,
Like a kiss curl.
a little kiss curl.
Oh.
So we've got one there, and I would do one on the other side, but I've left that too short. So it is technically a mistake. But I'm going to do one anyway, a little one. It's going to be an organic.
Oh, Jan.
I love that word though. I think it's,
I know you love
see, really,
that
little
word.
curl there should be further down, but that's
That's
the
all right,
general
darling.
idea.
We get the idea.
And then just take one of the earring findings and open it up, pop it on, close that, and there you go. That's your, obviously this little loop would be further down here because you'll do it properly, but there you go, that's the design.
It's beautiful. What a lovely organic design,
Yeah,
Jan.
you could jiggle those around a bit and then nobody would know the difference then.
I've still got loads of you with this kit in baskets. You've got to check out. I've got people confirming all the time. During this demo, I think I've had about another 10 people confirming. You've got to check your baskets out. Loads of you with this in your baskets. Will you stop playing with the gemstones? She loves this kit so much, honestly. And honestly, you know, I can understand, Jan, you took a photo of this kit, of all the gemstones, even before you made jewellery from it, because you never know when you're going to get a kit like this again.
I don't think I've had Savarite garnet though.
No. Savarite garnet, one of the rarest varieties of garnet we can offer you on JewelleryMaker. Tanzanite, one of the rarest gemstones in the world.
Tourmaline,
full stop.
Tourmaline.
Natural tourmaline. To get it in this kind of quality, so rare. Black tourmaline. Wow, we hardly ever get black tourmaline on the show.
And they're big chunks as well, aren't they?
They're massive chunks,
they're not
aren't
tiny,
they?
are they?
Thanks, Jan. They're gorgeous. Aquamarine of this, you know, and it's this blue as well. That tourmaline, that turquoise really wants to get in on it. Amazing turquoise. In any other kit, if there were just one of these strands in any other kit, the kit would be a sellout. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, no, the emerald as well. 7 kind of what I would call sellout strands in here. In one kit. And then you've got another. You've got to consider what you're getting as part of this kit. You've got to consider that to get this quality, this calibre of gemstone in a kit, and for the kit to be under £100 is absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. That's Savarite garnet bracelet there with the precious metal clasp on the back, Jan.
Yeah.
How much would you sell that for?
Oh, I mean, it's just so beautiful, isn't it?
I know.
And precious metals. It's got to be £40, hasn't it? £40–50.
Yeah, absolutely.
For the amount of garnets on there and the precious metals, and
I know.
I'd buy it at that price. But then I wouldn't have to, because I'd buy the kit and I'd make it myself.
But honestly, you know, every guest designer has got their favourite kits. Every guest designer has got kits that they will never forget. And Jan took a photo of these gemstones when she got this kit home. You know, you never know as a guest designer when you're going to get another kit like this. You never know when another kit like this is going to come along. And Jan has been given 3 of the best kits we've ever had on JewelleryMaker today. This is arguably the largest kit I think that we will ever challenge Jan with. You know, if you get a kit that's bigger, that's brilliant. And when you look at all this jewellery, Jan, you think, wow, you've worked so hard on this kit, but you've still got hundreds of carats of gemstones left over. That is amazing.
So much left, but they're just great to work with. I just really, really enjoyed it. And to have special, what I consider to be special gemstones in there. You know, all gemstones are special, but particularly beautiful, I love them.
Yeah, that is a kit which for me, I'm going to remember that kit forever. And honestly, I don't know if I'll ever get the chance to bring you another kit like that before. Again, sorry. What a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous kit. One of the best ones we've ever made. Amazing. Right, okay. Still got people coming through for that, so please check your baskets out as quickly as you can. We'll see you over at the Wall of Fame after we finish picking up fans. Is this going to be as professional as the last Wall of Fame?
Of course. Ish.
Number 319. Lovely rings, all made by Dawn in Leeds. Hi all. This week's entry, 4 charm rings I made following the instructions from your wirework DVD. Brilliant! I really enjoyed making these. All gemstones are wire from JewelleryMaker. Good luck all. Dawn in Leeds. Fantastic.
Not bad.
Thank you. That's amazing.
That's beautiful, isn't it?
Check that out.
Oh, 317. And this is from Martin. And Martin says, I've entered this pendant as it's my very first time wire wrapping a cabochon.
Oh,
first
wow.
time.
First time. That is amazing.
You're a
That is
natural.
amazing.
After the pendant was finished,
Wowza.
Dipped in liver of sulphur for the antique look.
Ah, right.
All wire and gems are from JM, and that's from Martin. Martin, that is absolutely stunning. If that's
That
your
really
first
is.
attempt, then wow.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
Stunning. That is gorgeous.
Yeah. Number 320, beautiful. This is from Fee. Good morning all. My wall of fame entry for this week is a flower made with wire and S-long cord. The technique is called Ganotelle, and it is a Maltese art of making artistic flowers. This one is new to me, and once I bought a book, I couldn't wait to get started. Jan, is there a reason why you're peering over my shoulder?
I'm just reading it with you.
Trying to put me off.
Any assistance?
Trying to put me off, Jan.
No.
I didn't have the correct gauge wire and cord in matching colours, so I used what I had to hand. I made the stamen from small opal rondelles. Right, Jan, just stay on your side of the desk, please. All supplies are from JewelleryMaker. Keeping my fingers crossed for a win, as I need to buy some more wire and thread to try again. Thanks for all the inspiration and laughs. Love, Fee. Fee, that's gorgeous. I want to see more of this Maltese flower-making technique thingy.
I've not seen that before.
Neither have I.
That's cool, isn't it?
Jan, go on, over to you.
This is 318. Oh, there's a lot. This is from Marie.
Lot of writing. Go on, Jan.
Hi there all at JM. This week's Wall of Fame entry is a simple but elegant pearl and ruby nugget bracelet. They're threaded on beading thread and finished with a sterling silver lobster claw clasp. The clasp was from my stash, but everything else was from your good sales at JM. Thanks for the shows and great deals. Best of luck to myself and all Wall of Fame entrants. That's love from Marie. That is absolutely beautiful, Marie. That's my kind of... and I think I read that really well, considering the hassle I was getting.
You weren't getting any hassle at all. I was just reading it with you, Jan. Yeah. Okay. Final one, number 316. Beautiful little earrings here. They're sterling silver earring findings, you can tell that. This is from Jackie. Hi, JewelleryMaker. Here's my entry for this week's Wall of Fame. It's a pair of earrings made of abalone, shell and coral 3mm rounds. All from JewelleryMaker. I hope you like them. We do, they're gorgeous. That abalone is beautiful, isn't it? Well done. Right.
Hey.
Citrine coming up in a moment. Absolutely gorgeous. I've still got people checking out their baskets for that last kit. I've still got people with the kit in their baskets. Please, for the love of gemstones, check your baskets out. I've got this gorgeous run of citrine coming up in a couple of seconds. Do not go anywhere.
Well, my name's Sheila and today I've been on the macrame wirework course. It's a brand new course. I was a little bit worried as to how it was going to go on because when I did another macrame course I had a bit of a problem getting everything to work, but Mark is extremely patient. He's been very good going around with everybody and making sure that they're happy with what they're doing, and if you do get stuck on anything it's not a problem, he just comes around and sorts it out for you. I think the macrame wirework course is going to be a real good seller because you can do so much with it. There are so many different techniques within it which make it look complicated, but it isn't really. When you break them down it's quite simple, and I would thoroughly recommend it to anyone who wants to do a workshop.
Get creative with Mark Smith with his Craft Fair DVD. Mark guides you through 6 sections of fascinating techniques that sell the best on his very own successful craft fairs. He concludes this DVD by sharing his own tips and hints that make his own stalls very popular. To get your hands on a copy of this fantastic DVD, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Get creative with JewelleryMaker.
We here at JewelleryMaker love to hear your feedback. So working in conjunction with FIFO, a global ratings and reviews provider, when you purchase a product from JM, you'll receive an email asking you to rate our service and our products. This helps us to bring you excellent customer service and ensure we're bringing you value for money and high quality goods. Have your say with JewelleryMaker FIFO reviews. Did you know you can purchase incredible jewellery featuring genuine gemstones on our sister channel Gems? Come along and see what treasures you can find.
Get involved with JewelleryMaker by sending the studio a message during our live hours. You can send a text to 60777 and start your message with JM Studio, or alternatively, go to our website and click on Watch the Live Show. Simply type your message into the box and press send. Make sure you stay tuned in case your message is read out. Get interactive with JewelleryMaker.
The latest edition of the Lure Book is now available. This highly regarded gemstone encyclopedia features over 1,300 pages full of facts and knowledge. Discover the places, the people and the stories behind every gemstone. To get your hands on a copy, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655.
Oh, will you look at this? Oh, wow. Citrine all the way from Brazil. That is how I love to see citrine. That really is how I love to see citrine. Occasionally with citrine, I've been... Definitely when you see citrine, what gemstones that are advertised as citrine on the high street, or if you go to any kind of a craft fair and you see something advertised as citrine, sometimes I see it and I think, oh, do you know what? It doesn't look like citrine. It looks a bit too close to lemon quartz. And lemon quartz and citrine are both members of the quartz family. But lemon quartz is predominantly yellow and citrine has got predominantly orangey colours in it. There is no denying that this is absolutely citrine, isn't it? It's got the most beautiful marmalade colours in it, the most wonderful oranges, the most gorgeous kind of barley sugar colours as well. It's really, really beautiful, isn't it? But it's not just that. Can you see the clarity on this strand as well? It just makes this strand even more vibrant, even more luminous. It really is beautiful, isn't it? Gorgeous faceted rondelles of citrine. It comes from Brazil, from the Minas Gerais region of Brazil, which is one of the largest mining areas in the world. And really, Brazilian citrine is world famous. Very few locations in the world with regards to citrine can come up to citrine from the Minas Gerais region of Brazil. Absolutely gorgeous. And do you know what? Citrine is another one of these gemstones that's got a huge amount of myth and legend attributed with it. It's meant to be, I mean, this is only myth and legend at the end of the day, but it's meant to be good for aiding digestion. It's meant to be worn to invoke wisdom and peace. It's meant to soothe and calm. It's known as the gemstone of happiness as well. It's a gemstone which has got huge amounts of myth and legend attributed with it, like aquamarine. It's got the same kind of qualities to it. Like I said, at the end of the day, it is only myth and legend, but I love the fact that there is so much myth and legend attached to it. Look at that. As I'm moving my hand, see how beautiful and kind of rich that is? And then as I move my hand forward, look at how it just brightens up. Isn't that gorgeous? And that's all to do with the quality you've got here, the quality of the faceting, the quality of the original gemstone. Megan Stafford says, ooh, pretty. It is, isn't it? It's absolutely gorgeous, isn't it? There's a lot of clarity here, there's a lot of transparency, a lot of carat weight as well. It's 100 carats of genuine citrine here. Really, really wonderful quality. Have you ever found that with certain citrines? You find yourself thinking, is that lemon quartz or citrine? It looks a bit too yellow sometimes to be citrine.
Sometimes if it's quite pale, but there's no mistaking that, is there?
Yeah, that is definitely citrine, isn't it?
It's absolutely beautiful. Just imagine 5 of those at the front of a necklace with some rose gold chain or some gold chain.
Oh, nice idea.
Stunning, wouldn't it? Just a simple necklace that you could wear.
What's it, just like a bar of them, maybe?
Yeah, just across the front, and then chain. Look gorgeous.
Gorgeous, yeah. So maybe 5 of these on one of the featherweight headpins that we bought you earlier on in rose gold plated silver. 5, you know, bar of 3 or 5 of them as a centerpiece to a necklace. Beautiful. Now, unbelievably, we can offer you this strand of citrine today for under £30. Okay. We're going to go under £30 for you. How do you fancy this price here?
Ooh.
It's great, isn't it? £17.95 for genuine citrine of this carat weight, of this kind of quality, with this kind of clarity and colour. Guess what? We're going lower. Yeah, we're going even lower. £17.95 is not your price point today. There's no denying this is citrine. It absolutely is, and it's oh my word, incredible. We've gone even lower. For under £30, that would have been incredible. Today, £14.95 for genuine Brazilian citrine. Arguably, some of the world's finest examples of citrine come from this incredible Brazilian location, and today you have got one of the brightest examples of citrine here. Loads of people adding this to their baskets. Please check your baskets out. We are very, very, very busy today, so the sooner you can get this in your baskets and check out, the better. Absolutely 100%. Great gemstone to wear in spring and summer as well, isn't it, Jam?
Gorgeous, isn't it? It's just like it just makes you feel happy, doesn't it? It just makes you think of summer and sunshine and sandy beaches and that sort of thing. And
I think it's really nice actually that it is November's birthstone, because November is inherently, you know, it's going to be a fairly dark month, isn't it? And it just reminds you of that summer sun, doesn't it?
It's just beautiful. And at that price, like I say, 5 of them dropped into a necklace piece. Yeah, gorgeous.
And it doesn't need to be complicated jewellery, does it? Because all these have been hand faceted and hand drilled and had that attention to detail done already. You know, you could just literally get an eye pin, or a head pin. Here we go. So featherlight head pin, like the ones that we bought you earlier on for £12.95 for 100 of these. Get your featherlight head pin, put 5 of these gemstones on your featherlight head pin, make a little loop at one end, a little loop at another end, attach a piece of chain to that, and the other end of the chain to that, put a clasp on the back, done. That's a bracelet or a gorgeous necklace, done. You don't need to do anything more complicated than that. So even if you are looking at really, really high quality gemstones like this, high quality examples of gemstones like this, the designs don't have to be complicated. So if you are brand new to jewellery making, I'd urge you even more to come through and get a strand like this, because the jewellery doesn't have to be complicated. The gemstones do a lot of the work for you. You will find that with a lot of our gems of distinction strands and strands that have been hand faceted and hand drilled. You know, the gems do a lot of the work for you. People coming through to get 2s and 3s, I'm really pleased to see that. Well done. And if you do want to multi-buy anything on today's show, just go for it. Just go for it, because the amount of people, that is the one thing that I think, that is the one, not complaint, but that's the one annoyance that people have when they watch Jewellery Maker, is they buy one strand of something, they get it home and they open their parcel and they look at it and they think to themselves, you know what, I wish I bought 2 strands, and then it's sold out so they can't get another one. It happens so often on Jewellery Maker, happens so often. So my advice to you is get 3 strands of these, get them home, because with a lot of our viewers here on Jewellery Maker, a lot of our customers, you know, they do come through to maybe get 1 strand, but they actually want 2 or 3 when they get this home, especially when you consider the price point as well. Loads and loads and loads of quality here. Unbelievable faceting. And these are really big rondelles as well. 6x2 to 9x5 millimeters, so great for earrings, necklaces, bracelets, the lot. That quantity is going very, very quickly indeed. I've got lots of people with this in their baskets, so please do check your baskets out. Well done. I think maybe, you know, using it maybe with the fire opal we bought you earlier on. Nice idea. Yeah. Or maybe use it with the, even with the tanzanite. We've got tanzanite coming up today. That tanzanite's going under £30. Woo! I know.
Imagine it with the black spinel from the next kit.
Oh, Jan.
It'd look great with the spinel, wouldn't it?
Yes. Yes. With the black spinel we've got coming up in our final kit today. Oh, you betcha. You betcha. And that pearl chain. My word, yeah, that would be gorgeous, wouldn't it? Well done. Or what about with the sapphires that we've got coming up in about 15 minutes time? Have a look at these. I've had loads of people texting in about these sapphires. I can't wait to bring you these. Some of the highest quality sapphire we've ever had on the show. Look at that. With the citrine. Oh my words. Hello. Doesn't that look amazing together?
That's stunning, isn't it?
Doesn't it just? And do you know what? I love the fact that these are all rondelles, and these are larger rondelles. You could do the design.
They would sit perfectly together, wouldn't they?
Yeah, they really would, wouldn't they?
Gorgeous.
Oh yeah, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. This 3-strand pack of corundum's going to be coming up in about 15 minutes time, so at about 11:30. Honestly, I've hardly got any of these available, and it is astonishing the quality we're going to be. That is some of the best sapphire I've ever seen. Amazing. Right, so that's going to be coming up. Okay, so that's going to be up in 15 minutes time, by the way. I've got 12 of this strand left now. Did I mishear you? Black spinel in a kit. I know, Sarah and Suffolk, I know. Honestly, it's my favourite black gemstone. We've saved this kit to last. Let's have a look at this necklace. It's coming up.
I've been spoilt, haven't I, today? Spoilt, I have.
Yes, Jan, you have.
Great.
I don't know why we've ended up spoiling you. Of all the guest designers we could have spoiled.
Yeah.
No, I'm joking.
Amazing.
Because we knew you were going to make jewellery like this.
Yeah.
That necklace there could be, I don't know, 180, 200 pounds, couldn't it? I mean, black spinel, pearl chain, precious metal findings. Can't wait to show you our final kit today. And can I just say, I will be showing you the second kit that we've done today. I've still got chances left for that kit. In the last 5 minutes or so, I've had at least another 10 of those kits checking out. I'll show you the kit again before the end of the show, but honestly, we've had so many, and maybe it's because it's a very, very large kit. It's got some of the rarest gemstones we've ever bought you in a single kit in it. I will show it to you again before the end of the show. I don't have a huge quantity left, but my word, it's worth showing you the kit again. So just, if you've got it in your basket, check it out, get it home, and just consider what you're getting. That citrine's about to sell out. Well done, everyone. Right, okay, this one here. I get the chance to play that game with you. Pick 3 strands and they'll go together. Honestly. Check it out! What do you think to my display? It's not a Cassie display, is it? I mean, I did try this morning. We don't have Cassie with us today. Where is she? Does anyone know? She's having a lot of days off recently, isn't she? It's not good enough. She's allowed to have all these days off. When are you next on your travels, Kerry?
The 18th of May.
18th of May. Where are you going? Mallorca. So Kerry's going away on the 18th of May to Mallorca. Dale's going away on the 18th of May to Jamaica. Jan, have you got any sunny holidays booked up or anything?
No.
No, neither have I.
I want to now, though. Now I've heard everybody else is going away.
Hey?
I want to know. Now I know Kerry's going away to
Maybe you could book something, like a last-minute deal or something. Where would you like to go? What's next on your list?
I don't know. I'm not a real traveller, to be honest.
You're not?
No. I'm a bit of a home girl.
Come on, Jan.
So we usually holiday in this country. We don't really go away.
Yeah, but you can go away in this country. It's beautiful. This country's beautiful.
Yeah. I don't really know. Scotland. I haven't been to Scotland much.
Have you not?
No.
Beautiful. Isle of Mull. The Isle of Mull's absolutely beautiful.
I'd like to sort of wander around Scotland and discover that.
You might have been to Jan wandering around Scotland. I don't know how we got onto holidays, but I don't know. Anyway, so shell pearl. Right. Okay, here we go. There's a lot of shell pearl here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 strands of shell pearl. Now, shell pearl gives you this perfect pearl shape and the look of a perfect round pearl, but you don't have the price tag that you might expect for genuine freshwater cultured pearls of this size. Can I tell you a secret? I got taken to the ballet by my husband a couple of weeks ago, and it was absolutely amazing. It was absolutely, it was my Christmas present. I've always wanted to go and see Swan Lake, and it was on at the Opera House in Covent Garden, and we went down. It was just the most amazing thing. I cried. I think John actually, he was close to tears as well. He's never been to the ballet in his life, but he was I can't believe it. It's incredible. And we had dinner before, and there were these two ladies, and there was a lady on a table sitting on her own, and in the space of, I reckon, half an hour, about half a dozen people came up to her and were saying, hello, how wonderful to see you. Oh yes, it's so what. And we were looking at her and saying, I don't know who this woman is, but she must have been somebody either famous who I didn't recognise. She was quite an elderly lady, very, very glamorous. And she was just sitting on her own having dinner. And about half a dozen people, like I say, came up to her and said, oh, how wonderful to see you. It's wonderful to see you here. And I thought, wow, who is she? Anyway, the last woman who came up to see her before we went in to see the ballet was this equally as glamorous lady who came up to her, and they were and they spoke very, very nicely. They spoke very, very nicely indeed, and they were talking about something, and they were talking about measurements. And one of the ladies was saying, yes, mine are, yes, I've had mine for years, mine are 45 millimetre. And the other lady was saying, oh really, oh really? Well, my husband, God rest him, left and bought me these for our engagement. Mine aren't quite 45 millimetres, mine are 38 or something. I was like, what's she talking about? What's she talking about? They were talking about their pearls. These two ladies had pearls which were kind of 38 millimetres and 45 millimetres in size. I don't even want to know how much those pearls would have been valued at, what they would have cost. I've got absolutely no idea. And I sat there and I thought, goodness me, that's just incredible, isn't it? You know, the most decadent jewellery. Wow, 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 wow. I'm never going to have the chance to own pearls that are 45 millimetres, like never. The closest I'm going to get is owning these, shell pearl. Now, think of how many thousands and hundreds and thousands and millions of people there are in the UK, just in the UK. How many of them do you think will have the chance to ever own pearls that are 12 millimetres in size? We're talking about some of the biggest pearls on planet Earth are kind of 12 mil in size. We're talking big amounts of money, you know, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands of pearls. Thousands of pounds worth of pearls. And if this was a bundle of genuine freshwater cultured pearls on my hand, where you're getting 10 and 12 millimetre genuine freshwater cultured pearls, I don't know what price we'd be at. It would have to be four figures. It would have to be. It would have to be, and that would be a jewellery maker price. Not what I think, you know, they'd sell on for, but that would be a jewellery maker price. Goodness me. Because this is shell pearl, we can bring you 10 strands. And everyone can have a chance to come in and get these. We can make these as affordable as we possibly can. Today, 10 strands of shell pearl, under £5 a strand. Here's your deal. $39.95 for a 10 strand shell pearl bundle. Do you know what, Jan? Every single time we do shell pearl bundles like this, or every single time we do tanzanite, and you know, we do tanzanite for jewellery maker prices, the amount of texts and comments we get in from people saying, thank you so much, you've now made it possible for me to get that perfect round pearl shape for this kind of a price point, or thank you so much, this is the first time I've ever bought tanzanite. Yeah. And I absolutely love doing shell. I love shell pearl on Jewellery Maker. It's only recently I found out that you actually really love shell pearl as well. I love shell pearl. Because I know how much you love your genuine pearls,
yeah,
but you love shell pearl as well, don't you?
I love genuine pearls, but these are sort of perfect rounds, aren't they? So I know Mark prefers to work with shell pearl because of that fact. And you get the faceted quality with these as well, which is absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, because we can't facet genuine pearls, unfortunately.
No. But yeah, I love shell pearl as much as I love genuine pearls. They do different things for me.
Yes, absolutely.
They do, you know, different things, and you can make different types of jewellery with them.
Definitely.
These are great for weaving as well.
Yeah.
Because the drill hole is that little bit bigger as well, you can get multiple strands of beading thread through them. So it opens up other avenues of design as well with them.
If you do lots of wire macrame and you want to make big gemstone cuffs, you might not want to use genuine freshwater culture pearls because you can't rely that they're always going to be the same size and the same shape with the same size drill hole. A lot of our guest designers who do wire work macrame will use shell pearl instead of genuine freshwater culture pearls because it gives you a regular quality, it gives you a consistent quality, and it gives you a consistent size and shape as well. And we've had a text in from somebody asking if these will have a gritty feel on your teeth. When you rub a genuine freshwater culture pearl on your tooth, it will feel gritty, and that's how you can tell it's a genuine pearl. Shell pearl isn't going to give you that quality. It's not going to give you that gritty quality. What you basically got is shell which has been reformed into a pearl shape, into a perfect pearl shape. Okay, so it's not going to give you that gritty quality, but it isn't a synthetic pearl like a plastic pearl or a glass pearl or something that's been made out of, a synthetic, because it's made out of shell. So effectively what you are getting is a gemstone strand, but it is reformed like some of the reconstituted turquoise that we offer you on JewelleryMaker. Now, colour-wise, just pick any of these strands, they will go together. They will. So you just go 1, 2, I'm not even looking, 3. Yeah, beautiful. Check them out. Gorgeous. Should we do another 3? Here we go, here we go. I love doing this. 1, 2. Wouldn't it be weird if I picked the same 3? 3. Gorgeous. Should we do it again? Okay, here we go. I love doing this. It's like when I play games with Hattie. Should we do it again? Yeah, yeah. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Amazing. It doesn't matter what 3 strands you choose. They just go, I look really weird then, didn't I? They just go together. That's a lovely kind of bridally kind of colour combination there, isn't it? Absolutely gorgeous. And I would use precious metal findings with shell pearl. If you want to, just go for it. Absolutely gorgeous. Well done, everyone. Loads of people still coming through for these. Beautiful, beautiful quality there. Absolutely amazing. And I just think back to those ladies in Covent Garden Opera House who were talking about their kind of 30mm pearls and goodness me, and thinking to myself, do you know what? I may not be able to afford 30mm pearls, but do you know what? I can get shell pearl. Yeah? Yeah. Gorgeous. Well done, everyone. Awesome. Coming up. Oh, my word. This amazing bundle. Oh, wow. Oh, wow, 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 wow. I gave you a little sneaky peek of this on Thursday when I kind of let you know what was coming up on Monday's show. And I attached a picture of it on my Facebook page. And I had loads of great response to this. A lot of people are waiting to see this. A lot of people have commented on this over the weekend as well. Can't wait to bring you this. Absolutely glorious. If you want to join my Facebook page, by the way, it is Carol Roache, R-O-A-C-H-E, and I try to update my Facebook page as often as I can, especially before the live shows that we do here on JewelleryMaker, just so you know what's coming up. Right, what are we doing now? Ah, yeah! Is anyone here, Radio 2 on Friday morning? Sarah Cox has been standing in for Chris Evans, and one of her, I love Sarah Cox, I think she's brilliant, and one of her special guest was Elmo. Elmo from Sesame Street, the actual Elmo. I'm Elmo! I love Elmo. I love Sesame Street. I grew up on Sesame Street. Not actually on Sesame Street, but I grew up watching Sesame Street. Because I spent quite a few years over in America, and yeah. Love Sesame Street. Grover, he's my favourite, and Cookie Monster. Super Grover. Okay, so gold-plated 925 sterling silver crimp beads. Oh, yeah. Now, we saw a little bit earlier on in our first kit today how much Jan loves her crimp beads. Because, Jan, you used the yellow gold-plated sterling silver crimp beads in your first kit. You used a few of them as little spacer beads, didn't you? As little details.
Yeah, I think it's nice to sort of drop them into a design because they catch the light, especially in earrings and things. It could be they move around, they catch the light, add that bit of sparkle. Yeah, great.
And especially with these ones are a little bit longer than some of the other ones that we do, aren't they?
Yeah, and you can make sort of full bracelet with those, because you get a really sort of like liquid silver or
oh, you do,
liquid gold sort of look to it then, don't you?
Yeah, you really do. You can, as Jan says, use these just as little beads on their own and just thread them onto beading thread and make a bracelet out of these, and they look sensational. You get a really beautiful, quite contemporary kind of angular bracelet, but it's the look of it is very, very luxurious indeed. These are essentially crimp beads, and we had a text in from a viewer last Thursday asking if you make a piece of jewellery that has a precious metal clasp on it and the rest of the findings used in the pieces of jewellery that you've made, such as the crimp beads, are plated base metal, would you advertise it as being precious metal jewellery? The answer is I personally wouldn't, purely because, you know, the crimp beads wouldn't be precious metal. If you are going to be using any of the precious metal qualities we've already bought you today, which is loads, or any of the kits today, and you're looking for more findings and you want them to be precious metal, you want to be able to advertise your jewellery as being precious metal, get your precious metal findings right the way down to the crimp beads, because it's so important that you do that. Otherwise, you know, you can end up in a bit of hot water. So you've got 100 yellow gold plated silver crimp beads here. Absolutely gorgeous. Lots of people coming through to get these. Lots of people multi-buying as well. Here's your price point today for 100 of your crimp beads. £6.95p. Absolutely amazing. And do you know what? I think even if you go elsewhere to any of your craft shops, or if you try and get precious metal plated copper crimp beads, I think you might struggle to get 100 of these kind of crimp beads for £6.95. These are yellow gold plated silver crimp beads that you've got here, not copper but silver. Well done. Lots and lots and lots of people coming through to get these. Well done. So important that you do use your precious metal findings if you are going to be advertising your jewellery as being precious metal. And not to mention which, you don't have to use these as crimp beads. You can use them as spacer beads.
Yeah.
Absolutely, 100%. You could with the kind of the channel setting technique you were talking about a little bit earlier on, you could even do some kind of channel setting with these as well, or a ladder weave with these would look really beautiful as well.
A ladder weave would look great, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
But like you say, if you channel set them and did them sort of crossways, you'd get sort of like a row of them, wouldn't you? They'd look fabulous.
Yeah.
They'd look fabulous like that.
We've got about a 45-second queue on the phone lines at the moment. Please do be patient. We'll answer your call as soon as we can. We are really busy today. But again, using these, oh my, look at that! Every single time I look at this sapphire bundle, I just my eyes pop out my head. I don't think I've ever seen sapphire that is so lusterful. We've had so many people texting in about this bundle. Oh, I can't wait to bring this. It's going to be amazing. Well done. So this bundle is going to sell out within the next few moments there. The quantity is going so... We don't have 56 chances left. Our quantity bar is going so quickly with all of these. Lots and lots of multi-bidders. Marjorie in Devon's come through to get 4 loads. Audrey in Northumberland's got 2. Irene in Aberdeenshire's got 2. Silver in Mersey's got 2. Marjorie in Devon's got 3. Catherine in Essex, you've got 2 lots as well. Loads and loads of multi-bidders. Kathleen in Yorkshire, well done to you. You've got 2 lots. Well done, great deal. Okay, right. So, going to give you a bit of a recap first, and then it's time for the sapphire. So many people are waiting for that sapphire. We're going to have a real bun fight on our hands, I think. It's going to be amazing. Right, okay, so pop those in there. Here we go. And the featherlight head pins. Right, okay, so beautiful. Rose gold plated 925 sterling silver head pins. Gorgeous. Okay, so £12.95p for 100 rose gold plated 925 sterling silver featherweight head pins. Now, this is probably only the second time ever that I have bought you precious metal featherweight head pins. 9 out of 10 times I bring you featherweight head pins. They're in a plated findings pack. And it's silver or yellow gold or rose gold plated copper. This is rose gold plated silver. And again, like Jan and I were saying a little bit earlier on, if you are going to be advertising your jewellery as having precious metal findings, or if you advertise it as 925 sterling silver jewellery or rose gold jewellery, rose gold plated sterling silver jewellery, then you've got to be truthful. It's got to be all the way through that piece of jewellery. 100 of these head pins for just £12.95p. Now these are really, really long head pins. It says they're 40 millimetres in length. I reckon they might be a little bit longer than that, but anyway, it says 40 millimetres. You don't necessarily need all of one of these for one gemstone. You could, if you wanted to, get 2 eye pin qualities out of these, or a head pin and an eye pin quality out of this, couldn't you? So don't necessarily think about it as 100 head pins. Think about it as maybe 100 head pins and 100 mini eye pins. Yeah, why not? Gorgeous. Now, because these are rose gold plated silver, they're going to feel a bit different to work with, aren't they, Jan?
Yeah, I mean, you can tell the difference when you're working with the precious metals as opposed to plated. They're just they're really malleable, but really forgiving as well. If you do something and you think that's not quite right, you can straighten it out and sort of, you know, do it again. So amazing. And for gemstones like that, for me personally, they're an essential. Yeah.
Absolutely amazing, isn't it? Well done. So I've still got more people coming through for these head pins. Well done. Right. Okay. The wait is over, everyone. It's now time for our incredible sapphire bundle. You are going to love this. Wow. I tell you something, I have had so many people on my Facebook page responding to this bundle. This is one of the few items on today's show that I actually had a picture of on Thursday that I could refer to, and I knew from the moment I saw that the show was going to be a deluxe high-end gemstone show. I just thought this is absolutely the right show for this bundle. What we've got for you today is extremely special. I have got blue, pink and yellow sapphire in a bundle here. Honestly, I don't think I have ever bought you such lusterful sapphire before. Sapphire is a gemstone which comes in pretty much every colour of the rainbow. The quality which you get in sapphire really does depend on where you get it from. It depends very much on whether the sapphire's been treated or not. If it's natural sapphire, you might not get that much luster, but you might get a lovely depth of colour. With gem quality sapphire, you're probably going to get an awesome clarity, but you might lose a little bit of that gorgeous surface luster. What you've got here is sapphire, which is part of the 95% of sapphire that has been treated. This has been heat treated. One of the most recognizable treatments for sapphire. 3 idyllic strands in total: midnight blue, yellow and hot pink. Now, to be able to bring you these 3 strands of sapphire in one go is very, very special. This bundle here is the result of months and months and months of work by our team out in Jaipur. This is what I would describe as gem quality sapphire, and by that I mean you've got the clarity, you've got the colour, you've definitely got the calibre and quality that I would set into 18 carat gold jewellery, into platinum jewellery. You know, this is the kind of quality that you can find on our sister channels, on Gems TV, on Rocks TV. The quality is just idyllic. as well as having this exceptional colour running through these two strands, you're also going to be getting an exceptional lustre as well. The two don't normally go, the two sometimes don't go hand in hand, especially with gemstones like sapphire. But with these three strands, you have got this rarity of colour, clarity, and lustre. Now, yes, the blue sapphire you're going to be getting here is midnight blue. It is as deep blue as you're going to get. So arguably, the lustre on this strand is going to be very, very strong. The clarity won't be that strong, but the lustre is exceptional. The yellow sapphire is exactly the kind of yellow sapphire quality that I have seen on our sister channels that can sell for triple or even quadruple figures. And the pink sapphire is some of the hottest pink sapphire I've ever seen. Now, pink sapphire itself, for a number of, I think it was for almost a year on Gems TV, this is going back a few years, was the most expensive gemstone for us to get hold of per carat weight. And the reason for that is hot pink sapphire like this is loved not just in Europe and in the United States, but it's loved the world over. So even places like the Far East, the demand for hot pink sapphire is absolutely up there. The demand for hot pink sapphire still is very, very high indeed, the world over. And there are very few gemstones that are that can say that they are this popular the world over. For me to bring you an entire strand of pink sapphire with this saturation of colour is absolutely astonishing. So you've got three amazing examples of your sapphire. Three amazing examples of sapphire here. Now, price point and designs for these. Do you know what, Jan? If you took 2, 4, 6 of these gemstones, so 2 off each strand,
yeah,
and you used a blue one, a pink one, and a yellow one in each ear. So you made a pair of earrings with minimal gemstones in, with 6 gemstones in, a bit like the ruby ones that you did. Actually, have you got those ruby earrings? Where are they?
Yeah,
there.
let's get them.
I think they're over there. Here we go. So, thanks, love.
There you go.
So, let's say, thank you, Jan. You've got a pair of earrings as simple as the ones that Jan made earlier on with precious, and you'd have to use precious metal finers with these, goodness me. And you had a blue one, a pink one, and a yellow one. A blue one, a pink one, and a yellow one. With these quality sapphires, with sapphire of this quality, you could easily sell those earrings for £30–40, couldn't you?
I was going to say £35.
Easily.
Yeah, easily, yeah.
I mean, and that isn't overpricing. I don't think that's a ridiculous sum. I genuinely think if you got 6 gemstones, so 2 off each of these strands, and made a pair of earrings like this, you could easily sell them for £35–40 easily. Now, the interesting thing is, I have got so many people waiting on the phone lines, waiting just to see what price point this bundle is going to be. I've had people on my Facebook page chatting about this bundle. I've been chatting to manager Scott upstairs about this bundle last Thursday. We've been chatting about it all morning, this bundle. As a team before the live show today, we've all been talking about this bundle. And there's one thing that none of us expected. It's the price point. Each one of these 3 strands for me is a £30–40 pound strand of sapphire. That there is some of the best pink sapphire I've ever bought you. Honestly, truthfully, that is the hottest pink sapphire strand I think I've ever bought you. This yellow sapphire has got some of the best clarity I have ever bought you on JewelleryMaker. And this blue sapphire here, some of the finest lustre I've ever seen in blue sapphire. For me, that's £30 a strand, easily. So that's a £90 bundle. And do you know what? At £90, I know these would all go. It is limited in quantity. I don't have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of this. Today, this is your deal. Oh my word, it's absolutely incredible. The quality you are getting here, the supreme quality you are getting here is absolutely... It's an example of some of the best quality gemstone faceting and sourcing I have ever experienced on JewelleryMaker. It is absolutely incredible. And with regards to making jewellery out of this and making your money back with this, that's 2.5 pairs of earrings worth. That's 12 gemstones, maybe 14 gemstones out of this entire bundle, and you've easily made your money back. That is just incredible. The quality you've got here is sensational, and that price point is absolutely amazing. Now, I've had loads and loads of people waiting on the phone lines who are now coming through and confirming. I've also got people adding this to their baskets as well. You have to check your baskets out as quickly as you can, because I tell you something, a bundle like this, again, with quality gemstones like this, some of the finest hot pink sapphire we've ever bought you, arguably the finest strand of yellow sapphire we've ever bought you, and some of the finest luster I've ever seen from blue sapphire. All yours today for under £200 is amazing. Today it's £85.95p, and if you are even considering this bundle, I'd urge you to add it to your order, check your basket out, get it home, have a look at it. You've got a 30-day money-back guarantee. But honestly, this 3-strand pack has bewitched every single person in this studio today. We've all been looking at it. It's beautiful, isn't it, Jam?
It's absolutely stunning. The colours are just breathtaking. The cut, the sparkle from them, and like you say, you make a couple of pairs of earrings, and you've got your money back. Yeah, definitely. And like I've said it before, for me, from a business point of view, that's how I look at strands. What can I make to get my money back, and then I start into the profit margin. Yeah, yeah. And for me, they're just beautiful, and they just elevate a design, don't they? If you're adding yellow sapphire to a piece of jewellery, then it just takes you to another level. It really does. Think about your reputation as a jewellery maker, as a jewellery designer, using sapphire of this calibre in your jewellery. We're not talking about natural sapphire that's got no clarity but very strong colour. We're talking about gem quality sapphire that's got that clarity, that's got that lustre, that's got that colour, and oh my word, absolutely amazing. Well done, everyone. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Right, now, what else will I put these with? Well, obviously I'll put them with our final kit today. Again, there's been a huge amount of interest in this final kit. Our final kit today has got, look at that, it's got black spinel in it. Again, this kit is gonna be a sellout. It is gorgeous. Right, okay, let's head over to Jan. Now, you know how I feel about black spinel. It's my absolute favourite black gemstone. I don't believe there is another gemstone that even comes close to black spinel. The lustre of black spinel is absolutely extraordinary. The lustre on this black spinel is better than any black diamond I've ever seen. It's amazing, isn't it? Because you can just see it spark. I mean, from all the way across the studio, you can see it sparkling, and yeah, it's just mesmerising. Well, I'll show you this strand last, but we'll start off with... I'll look after that for you. We'll start off with genuine freshwater cultured pearls. These are genuine peacock pearls. Look at these. Aren't they just delicious? Look at the size of them. They're so beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful peacock pearls here. So you've got beautiful blues in here, everything from blues to pinks to yellows to greens. They're gorgeous, aren't they? Absolutely gorgeous. Beautiful size on these. They're so beautiful and petite. You've then got a metre chain. Now this metre chain, have you got the details on this, please, Evie? This metre of chain contains white, genuine freshwater culture pearls, which are approximately 2.5 by 3 millimetres in diameter. That is all handmade chain. Handmade. What's the chain made out of? Do we know?
just trying to find out for you. I can't see the details on there. Absolutely beautiful. Now, Jan, how long do you reckon it would take you to make a chain like that?
Oh, well, it'll
days.
take you, yeah. And to get them so consistent and so neat, yeah, it would take forever.
It's almost impossible, isn't it? It's absolutely incredible. Okay, so this is, because I wanted to know if this is precious metal. It is black colour plated sterling silver chain. Wow. Okay, what's the price of this kit again? Seriously? Can we just double check? This is sterling silver chain. Oh my word! Does it really? How on earth are we? No. Oh my word! Right. Okay. Sorry, that's really thrown me. I just assumed this was black colour plated copper chain, or black colour plated brass chain, because you're getting a metre of it. I know what price this kit is going to be. I know what price this kit's going to be. This is black colour plated silver chain. Silver. Gee whiz. 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, look at that. That goes 6 times around my wrist. And that is a precious metal chain, Jan.
That's amazing.
I had no idea. I thought that was black colour coated brass or copper.
I wasn't sure, to be honest.
Do you know how much this kit is?
No, but
right.
I'm waiting to. I'm interested to know.
Okay, right. You sure we can do this kit at this price? Oh no, right, okay, right, so you've got your metre of precious metal chain, you've got your peacock pearls, and here it is. Oh, my favourite black, oh, look at that! Look at that! Look at that! Look at it! Look at it! Oh, look at that. Jan, you don't have to do anything to this strand. It's just sitting there on a recording.
Because can I just tell you, when I was working with it, my other half came in and looked at it, and he said to me, are they diamonds? Because he'd seen the black diamonds that were on. He said to me, are they diamonds? And I said, well, if they were at a strand this size, you know. But they are, they've got that quality, haven't they?
Oh, they do.
That diamond quality.
They do.
Them.
Arguably even better than black diamonds. If this was a strand of black diamonds, goodness me, it wouldn't have. Well, what price would it be? I don't think it'd even be triple figures. No. I think you'd be looking to pay, you know, £1,000 maybe. You know, the quality of this is absolutely super. This is why this is my favourite black gemstone. The lustre is the best lustre on any gemstone in the world ever. Amen, I think. It really honestly is. Okay, what else have we got? Threading pack with, I'm so nervous about bringing the price on for this because honestly I think we've messed up. Okay, so you've got beading thread, what's that? Monofilament and elastic, thank you. Okay, sorry, so what is that? And then you've got a precious metal, yeah, you've got a findings pack with this as well. A precious metal findings pack as well. This is all yellow gold plated 925 sterling silver. You're getting chain, you're getting earring findings, you're getting head pins, crimp bead covers. What's this chain? Look at this chain. Is this new?
It's lovely, isn't it? Look how it reflects the light as well.
Oh yeah, well it will do because the links are so big and flat. Is this a new findings pack? We're just having a look. I don't think I've seen that in oh, it feels amazing, Jan.
Beautiful.
Look at that.
Stunning, isn't it? Like you say, because the links are so large and flat, the light just bounces off it.
Beautiful.
So with the spinel, perfect match.
It's one of our newer findings packs. Absolutely amazing. Now, Jan, okay. Honestly, I am really, really nervous about bringing the price on for this kit. Knowing what I know about this kit, okay, it's got peacock pearls, brilliant, okay, I'm happy with that. Black spinel, I'm really, 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 I would walk to the ends of the earth for this gemstone. I just do not think there is a more beautiful black gemstone. That is astonishing for me. I'm happy with that, okay? What I'm not happy about is the fact that this is a metre of black colour-coated sterling silver handmade chain. I just instantly assumed, because I know the price point of this kit and the fact that you're going to be getting your precious metal findings and the fact that you're getting your threading pack, I just instantly assumed, right, well, it's got to be black colour-coated brass or copper for that price point. No, it's not. Black colour-coated 925 sterling silver. That is hours and hours and hours of work that has gone into this kit with regards to this chain before you've even made jewellery out of it. And that is just over the back of my hand, and it looks like $1 million, doesn't it? It really does. It's a sign of an amazing kit when the gemstones are just on a temporary strands and you haven't done anything to them and they still look like $1 million. Your price point for this kit is ridiculous for what you're getting. It honestly is ridiculous. Here's your deal today.
What? That can't be right.
I know. I don't know about you, Jan. I'd pay $37.95 for that on its own. For that on its own. And do you know what? If that was made into a necklace, for that on its own.
But that chain, sterling silver, you would have to have at least 2 metres of sterling silver chain to create that metre.
Dear me.
Because, you know, all that work involved in making those wraps.
All the wastage.
You've got all those bits that you're cutting off, all that wastage. But that's done for you with absolutely beautiful pearls. I am absolutely gobsmacked at that price, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
There's not much we can do about the price. I mean, it is what it is.
Wow.
I personally think that we've made a bit of a mistake on that price point for that kit today, because there's no way on earth that if I'd have known that was precious metal chain, I would have put that kit at $37.95. No way. No way, no way. That is this necklace here, Jan, where you've got precious metal chain, the bulk of your black spinel, and this chain here.
I wouldn't sell it for $37.95.
No way!
It's got to be 3-4 times that.
Definitely, absolutely, definitely. It's got to be. That is just Downton Abbey. This kind of jewellery at a craft fair, it wouldn't even hit the table before it would sell. This kind of jewellery. Right. So, we've got to have a look at this necklace here as well. This is beautiful, Jan.
And really, really simple. Again.
Well, you say it's simple, but how did you actually do that?
Well, the crochet technique that people have shown adding in gemstones, I just did a strand of those.
Yeah.
And then thought, actually, I wanted a bit more depth to it, so I just crocheted back along. So you've got 3 rows of crochet, the first having the gemstones on. And then I just it's just one continuous length, so you just pop it over your head and let it fall into whatever shape
it just curls into the most amazing shape. I love it, it's beautiful.
But you've got that edge of the pearls, and I've dropped in the odd spinel in there as well, so you get that bit of a sparkle from it as well.
Look at these beautiful little earrings here. Look at these. Now, Jan.
Yeah.
You could sell those earrings for kind of £25, couldn't you? The precious metal findings, 2 beautiful little pearls.
Yeah. Because what I did, I actually snipped the chain to take off. So I'd got a couple of pearls spare, and I didn't want to waste them, so I dropped them onto the head pins and made those little earrings. And like you say, £15–20 worth of earrings there.
Right, Jan, we're going to see a demo on these earrings here, aren't we?
We are.
Beautiful. Jan, it's over to you.
Thank you so much. Right, so for this demo, what I did is I used 3 of the head pins, and on the centre one I added some spinel, and then on the 2 outer ones the pearls. And those pearls, I've got to say as well, they are lush, because the colours that you get from those, look at those, like violets and greens.
They're really bright, aren't they?
I love them.
Yeah, they're gorgeous.
So all we're going to do is bring those 3 head pins together. So I just pick those up, keeping the spinel in the centre if you can, and then just pop on a crump bead.
Right, this is very simple so far, Jan.
It is very simple. bit like me.
Oh, Jan.
So all we're going to do is pop on the crimp beads to there. Try and hold them in order if you can.
Lovely.
So you've got 3 of them there. Leave a little bit of a gap in that section there. I'm going to take my crimping pliers and go into the first section that we do and give that a real good crimp.
Yeah.
Now normally we go back in and close up that crimp, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to leave that so you've got that rounded edge there.
Beautiful.
And then all we're going to do is space these out a little.
Oh,
Make
lovely.
a little bit of a kink with them. And there's the shape, the fan shape of the earring.
Lovely.
So then at the top, we're going to hold that centre section and again just fan those pieces out there. And that's going to be the top section.
Lovely.
Then we take our round nose pliers and we're going to just sort of spiral these. What I did with these, just start off that spiral with your round nose pliers, then take some flat nose pliers, just so that I can get a nice, neat, sort of even spiral.
Lovely.
This is not the design for the organic touch.
No, it's not, Jan.
I wanted it to be sort of
symmetrical.
As it was meant to be.
Right and correct, yes.
Okay. So we do the same on the other side and hopefully we get them matching up. Now I've said that. No pressure, no pressure. And again, just
beautiful. Do you know what? I've got over 30 people with this kit in their baskets at the minute. I've only got 22 chances left. You've got to check your baskets out, otherwise you're going to miss out. And this is one of, it's one of those kits that you just look at and think, oh my word, how on earth have we done that price?
It's amazing.
Amazing. Sorry, Jan.
That's okay. So now we've made the little spirals on both sides. The centre one, what I'm going to do is kink it back sort of that way. And when I do the opposite side, I'd kink it the other way, so you sort of get the matching pair. Now on this one, we're going to do this one a little bit sort of more open, just so that we can actually drop on an earring finder.
Yeah, okay.
So we're going to make that a little bit more open, and that's going to sit on the top section there. Actually, you can kink that back a little bit more. Sort of tuck it in a bit more there, so you've got sort of 3 spirals at the top. And then all we're going to do is take an earring finding, open that up, pop it on so that you've got the smooth side that you've crimped at the front, pop it onto that centre spiral that you've made, and there you go.
Beautiful.
Earring. And that could translate into a pendant as well if you
Couldn't
wanted.
it just? And do you know what, Jan? I'm looking at the size of the gemstones there, the design, and I'm thinking about it would work beautifully with the sapphire. If I just bring this close to the earrings, actually, it would work so well with the sapphire bundle that we did a little bit earlier on.
Yeah,
wouldn't it?
Perfect. That'd look gorgeous, wouldn't it? Well, any of these designs would be great with those.
Yeah, with the sapphire, definitely. The sapphire we bought you a few moments ago at £85, 95p for your 3 strands of just unbelievable sapphire. And this is one of those kits that really does work with gemstones of this kind of size, and such a lovely, lovely way of using the gemstones here. I've got 20 chances of for this kit left. I've got way over 20 of you with this kit in baskets. Please check your baskets out because it is going very, very quickly indeed. Stunning fleur-de-lis earrings. Yeah, they are, aren't they?
They are actually, yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
Jan, 2 of the most beautiful necklaces I've ever seen anywhere.
Oh, thank you, Ted.
They're nice. How gorgeous, aren't they? And that necklace there, I think you're going to be getting a lot. I think we're going to be seeing that kind of design on the Wall of Fame over the next few weeks. I really do.
It's just stunning. The spinelli's just, the pearls,
oh,
the whole lot.
The whole lot.
The whole thing.
Beautiful. Well done, everyone. Right, check your baskets out because I've got less. Oh, I've got 18 chances left for this kit. I've got so many more. 26 of you now with this kit in baskets, and I've only got 18 chances left. You do the math. You've got to check your kit. Sorry, you've got to check your baskets out now. Let's go and see some of your designs on the Wall of Fame. Okay, let's not have a repeat of last time. Let's try and be professional this time, okay? I've got number 323 here. It's sent in by Sharon in Romford. Dear all of Jewellery Maker, please find attached my Wall of Fame entry. These are 2 scarf rings I made for my mum for her birthday next Sunday. The pink one uses peach pearls and white seed pearls and amethyst seed beads. And the blue has aqua pearls, aquamarine chips, all from Jewellery Maker, and blue beads from my stash. All wire from Jewellery Maker. Why are you doing that?
That's a bit hot.
Hoping to see my Wall of Fame entry as it's my birthday tomorrow on Monday! Oh. Yay! Good luck everyone, Sharon. Sharon, happy birthday to ya. Go on then.
Yay.
So you were doing that to me.
Well, that's very nice. Thank you for that. This is from Sarah, and this is a 325. Oh, that's beautiful, Sarah. That hurt.
It didn't hurt. What are you on about?
This is my entry for this week's Wall of Fame. I made a wire wrap necklace using gold coloured copper wire and sky blue apatite graduated plain rounds. I even made the chain and clasp myself with the wire. I love this necklace. It took me quite a while to thread the apatite, but it's definitely worth it. I'll be wearing it later today with my black dress, and that's from Sarah Gregory. Sarah, that is beautiful. And sorry if I read it a bit fast. I just wanted to sort of, in case Carol.
I don't do anything. I'm fine. I'm professional. I'm professional. Number 321 here from Marianne in South Yorkshire. Good morning everyone at Jewellery Maker. Here's this week's entry to the Wall of Fame. 2 stretches made with white agate that I've added. Clear quartz flowers made from, don't stop poking me, made from faceted drops and single freshwater pearls from a recent bead scoop. So pretty. All items are from Jewellery Maker. Thanks for all the inspiration and the laughs. Good luck to all who enter. And that's from Marianne in South Yorkshire. Thank you. Thank you, Marianne. Brilliant. Jan? Yeah, they're lovely, aren't they?
Look at those. How colourful are they?
Awesome colours here.
Beautiful. This is 324, and this is from Suzanne. And Suzanne says, hi all, hope everyone is well. My entry this week is made with shell flower shapes. I'm trying to get in the summery mood. Lots of love. Lots of lovely bright colours. Good luck to all in the draw.
Mistake.
Love to you all from Suzanne. P.S. Please tell Carol to stop picking on Janet. Thank you, Suzanne.
You didn't write that. You didn't write that. I know you didn't write that.
She would have, though.
No, I wouldn't. Number 322. From Lorraine Proud. Hi all the Jewellery Maker Towers. This is my entry to the Wall of Fame. I've used blue agate gems and findings all from Jewellery Maker, and the other beads are from my stash. I've only just started making jewellery again after going through a sad time. Thanks to Jewellery Maker and all the designers for great products and inspirational tutorials. Do you know what, Lorraine? I'm so glad you're making jewellery again because that's gorgeous. And It says, P.S. I hate Jan.
I know you didn't say that.
Awesome. Number 322, that's gorgeous, Lorraine. Thanks a lot for that, darling. Right, coming up, speaking of gorgeous blue, 10s and 8, it's all right, we're gonna have a party. Sounds like I'm up in a few moments. Don't go anywhere.
Spend the day with guest designer Mark Smith making beautiful jewellery, using simple macrame techniques but with an added touch of elegance with the incorporation of wire in your designs. Mark will be guiding you through 5 projects, and you'll also learn how to wire wrap a cabochon. This course includes a selection of wire, a selection of gemstones, a pack of silver findings, use of all relevant tools, a buffet-style lunch and refreshments, a tour of the studios, a visit to the Gemporium Museum, and you can make a purchase at the Jewellery Maker's shop. All of this for just $84.95. For more information, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Jewellery Maker, bringing out the designer in you. Did you know that if you go to JewelleryMaker.com and sign up to our mailing list, then you will receive 20% off your first order with us. We'll also keep you updated with special offers, theme shows, program guides and Jewellery Maker tutorials. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
Well, today on the Kamahima course with Sarah Elvin, I've been learning how to do different types of braiding. I've been learning how to do the bracelets, I've been doing square braids, round braids, how to put beads onto them and how to put findings on, as I didn't know how to do any of this before the course. I actually found the course through going onto the JewelleryMaker studio site and finding the tutorials and the workshops on the course, getting in touch with the studio and inquiring about the course. Before then, I didn't even know that the JewelleryMaker even existed. It has been a wonderful experience, as I have learned so much that I never even knew existed before today. It has been a wonderful experience. I would recommend anybody at all to come on this course, as it has opened my eyes to a whole new world.
Are you new to jewellery making? Then tune in to our Designer Inspiration Show every day between 1 and 5 for our new 2 sections. We'll help you get started and give you all the knowledge and inspiration you need. Also, we'll be introducing you to a new medium every day. Whether you're a beginner or intermediate, we've got everything you need to get you started with a new hobby. The Designer Inspiration Show, only on JewelleryMaker.
Join guest designer Alison Tarry on her Wire Brooches DVD. Get creating stunning designs in no time at all, as Alison guides you through a step-by-step guide to create these fantastic designs. The easy-to-follow steps shown on the DVD will make you feel like you have your own personal tutor and will show you the best techniques to get you started. To get your hands on a copy of this fantastic DVD, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Get creative with JewelleryMaker.
Oh my word. Oh my word. Wow. 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 Gee whiz! There's no grey area here. This is tanzanite, isn't it? This is absolutely tanzanite. Such a rarity. Oh my word. I can barely believe this. 110 carats of tanzanite. Oh my word. I don't think I've ever bought you 110 carats of tanzanite. That is absolutely mind-boggling. I just can't. It's almost like I've got to pinch myself, because this is 110 carats of tanzanite. You are looking at an incredibly rare, genuine gemstone. You're looking at a gemstone mined in one place in the world, the Merrilani Hills near the town of Roache in Tanzania. And we on JewelleryMaker have been very lucky over the last couple of weeks to get some tanzanite strands in stock. We bought them to you. I think pretty much every single tanzanite strand I've bought you over the last couple of weeks has sold out. And I've had some big quantities of some of them available. You know, some of the B quality ones, I've had some nice big quantities available, and they've just been, they've just gone. But I don't think I've had anything quite like this. These are just incredible. This is what I would call B quality tanzanite. You're going to be getting this amazing strength of colour. You're also, and this is something I wouldn't necessarily expect to get with bead quality tanzanite, but you're also going to be getting some of the secondary colours coming out of this as well. You're getting those lilac-y purples. Can you see that? The kind of lilac-y purples coming out of this tanzanite is absolutely incredible. Now, here at JewelleryMaker, we have thousands upon thousands upon thousands of viewers. And it's brilliant. And I love the fact we have so many viewers. I love the fact that we have so many thousands of people who watch JewelleryMaker. How many of those people do you think own tanzanite? I wonder what percentage of people who watch JewelleryMaker own tanzanite. I bet actually it's a reasonably small percentage. Why? Because tanzanite is a gemstone which is extremely rare. We don't bring it to you very often at all. When we do, it's normally got a certain kind of price tag attributed with it, yeah? Yeah, okay. Normally it's one of our more considered purchases on the show. And rightly so. It's an incredibly rare gemstone. I'll ask you another question. How many people who watch JewelleryMaker don't have tanzanite but want tanzanite? I think that's pretty much everybody. And how many people out there, if this strand of tanzanite today was the right price, would pick up the phone or click buy now on our website? I think all of you would, wouldn't you? Yeah. We haven't even brought you the price yet, and I have names running off the screen. I've literally got so many people coming through for this strand. It's absolutely unbelievable. So that suggests to me that the price point is going to be amazing. It is going to be amazing. We've been promised under 30. Now, I've got Alicia saying, this is a staggering offer. I have 2. Mwah. Thank you, JM. You got 2. So the price point must be really, really, really low. We promised under 30, haven't we? That's low, isn't it? For tanzanite. For 110 carats, I mean, that's low, yeah? Love it. Think I'll turn this into a bracelet just for me, says Lauren Cheshire. Yeah, keep this one just for yourself. Or if you are going to multi-buy it, keep one for yourself and make one into a piece of jewellery to sell. Margaret in 5, morning JewelleryMaker. I have a strand like this. I set it with sterling silver spaces and sterling silver chain. It is stunning on. Margot in 5. Yeah, I bet it is. With stunning. This is one of those gemstones I would only put with precious metal findings. Tiny says, Tiny in Buck's got 2. Speaking about yourself in the third person there, I love it. Carol loves this. So, you have to be joking. Just on a day when I'm really not able to purchase anything. Oh my. Well, you know what? It's difficult, isn't it? Because we promised you under 30 for this strand of tanzanite. So many of you coming through to get this. Such a rarity. Now, yeah, we started off with a really great quantity. We started off with 230 chances. Look how quickly they're going. I've got people on our website and phone lines who are now altering their quantity from 1 up to 2 and from 1 up to 3 that they're putting in their basket now. The price point for this, we've promised you under 30. How about we go under 20? How about £14.95p. Oh my word. Ah, Maria in Middlesex, Chunky Monkey got two. One for Yippee. Carolyn Powis, keeping these for me. Loving the look of this. Think I prefer the rough nuggets to the cut stones. Yeah, do you know what? A lot of people do. And when they're this size, I don't blame you. That is absolutely amazing. Jan?
What can you say at that? Yeah, that's stunning. At $14.95.
Yeah.
I'd be getting 2 or 3 for definite. If I was at home, I can guarantee I would be on the phone now.
Yeah, I know you would be.
Because they are beautiful.
Jana says, I'm salivating, I've got 3. Good for you.
Yeah.
I know you'd be on the phones. I know you'd be coming through to get this. I know that.
They're just...
You really would.
They're amazing. And like someone said, you know, that nuggety form, that organic...
Yeah,
fits in well with my jewellery style.
no, but I know exactly what you mean. Sometimes it's really nice to see the gemstone in their more organic state, isn't it?
Yeah, and that's stunning.
I bought a similar strand for you and put pearls with mine.
Yes.
Gorgeous, says Judith. Yeah, definitely.
Just teasing me now, aren't you?
Lauren Cheshire. Oh, just decided to put this with my rough cut nuggets of morganite. Oh my word, that's going to look amazing with morganite. Can you imagine that?
Wow.
Yeah.
Stunning.
Really delicate kind of salmony pink and this.
That beautiful blue.
Oh, Jan. You never know. There might be... Oh, no, there's 19 left, 14 left.
Gorgeous. Well done if you got them, because they are stunning.
They really are stunning. Well done, everyone. They are more or less gone. Amazing. Okay. Diane says, I've never bought tanzanite before, but these are amazing. You see, this is it. I think a lot of you who've just come through to get that strand probably have never bought tanzanite before. And maybe have never been able to buy tanzanite before. That one's for you. Woo! 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 Okay. Now, Jan, can I come back over to you?
If you want to.
Because I've got to
nice.
see these. We've got to show these kits again.
Come on then.
Okay. Right, here we go. So, sip of water. Come on, Bumpy. Right, so. Come on, love. Here we go. So, first kit that we did today. I've got a few chances left for this one. Ruby, pearl coins, precious metal findings. Which ones? Those ones. Precious metal findings, 2 lots of Eslon thread, which is that really thick 0.9mm gauge Eslon thread, and a threading pack. And it was £34.95p. We were looking at this pair of earrings and we were saying, do you know what, even this pair of earrings here, you know, you've got 6 gemstones in here, you've got your precious metal findings, you could actually potentially sell those earrings for the same price of the entire kit. Yeah. And you really, really could do, couldn't you?
Yeah, definitely. Because, like you say, there's precious metal in there, there's beautiful gemstones. They're just beautiful. It was a beautiful kit. Absolutely stunning.
Stunning. Look at that ruby there. And that's natural ruby you're going to be getting in this kit as well, which is just wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Do come through and get this kit. I've only got a few chances left. The reason why we're recapping all these kits is because so many of you had these kits in baskets and didn't check your baskets out. It is well worth checking your baskets out. I've now got more people coming through to get this kit who maybe missed this kit a little bit earlier on. Do add it to your order. The Eslon thread that you've got here, which is quite a thick variety of Eslon, which is 0.9mm in gauge.
Yeah.
It's amazing how much you can actually get through the crimp beads of the findings packs, isn't it?
You can. In the macrame necklace that we did, we got 2 of them through. But you can split the Eslon as well. The fibres.
You can, yeah.
And you can make a really nice cord actually if you split it and you hold one and pull the other 2 cords down. I did a DI a few weeks ago and used it in that way and made a different cord with it. So the thicker one is really, really useful. I mean, you can split it and use 1 strand for your pearls.
Beautiful.
So yeah, it's great. And all the lovely colours that we've got as well now. Gorgeous.
Beautiful. Yeah, it's great. You know, you've got incredible genuine gemstone quality. You've got your Eslon, which is unbelievably versatile, as Jan's just described. Precious metal findings and your threading pack, all for under £35, which is great. Okay, fantastic. Now, do you want to move on to the next one, Dion? Okay. So I've got a text coming through from Wendy. I'm at home today with my grandchildren, Esme and Kyra. Kyra is only 5 and she's just started making her first Kumihimo braid. Esme makes jewellery too. Oh, that's really lovely. See, you can get into jewellery making pretty much at any age. Oh, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous jewellery there, Jan. Thank you so much. And that's for $34.95. I've got more people coming through for this kit and checking their baskets out, and I've got about half a dozen of you waiting on the phone lines. Just hold those lines. We know you're waiting. Your call should be answered relatively soon, and please check your baskets out. Next kit.
Special.
The equivalent of 22 strands of gemstones in this kit. The equivalent of 22 strands of gemstones in this kit. I mean, what is happening? Gemstones in this kit, what are you getting? Okay, let's just get these off here. And I'm going to move this kit out of the way because otherwise I'm not going to be able to show you all these gems because there's so many of them. I'm going to move that. Okay. Double strand. Sorry, Jan, I'm just going to do this over here just because there's so many of them. Double strand, amethyst. Double strand, citrine. Double strand, oh no, garnet. Double strand, neon blue apatite. Double strand, aquamarine. Double strand, black tourmaline. Woo! Double strand, multicolour tourmaline. Double strand, emerald. Wowza. Double strand, turquoise. Yes, turquoise. Double strand, zavarite garnet, and double strand, tanzanite. That is the equivalent of 22 strands of genuine gemstones. For the price of this entire kit, I personally would be happy to pay $64.95 for my tourmaline, the zavarite garnet, the turquoise, the tanzanite, certainly the emerald as well. For all of these incredible gemstones here, the tanzanite, the turquoise, the emerald, the zavarite garnet, the black tourmaline, the multicolour tourmaline for $64.95, I think is amazing. You're then getting all these other strands of gemstones, your rose gold coloured memory wire, your threading pack, and rose gold plated 925 sterling silver findings, all included in that price. Now, Jan, you must be looking at this kit and the citrine. You must be looking at this kit and these gemstones and just seeing pound notes.
Yeah. I mean, definitely, as we said before, what I would do is I would make one piece, maybe this one.
Yeah.
And you know, you were looking at the price of the kit, basically.
Yeah, definitely.
And then the rest of them for me is I would put it in my stash with my pearls, and then I would dip into it and put any one of those alongside my pearls.
Jan is totally right. If you focused maybe on making one piece of jewellery that's like this, where you're using pretty much 2 of the double strands, which Jan has done with the amethyst and the citrine. Use it with precious metal findings, of course, okay? Use it with precious metal findings, like we've done here. You could potentially sell that entire necklace for the price point of the entire kit. Everything else, as Jan would say, is gravy.
Yeah.
It really is. But you've got your tanzanite necklace here. You've still got another 9 strands of gemstones, or the equivalent of, 18 strands of gemstones to work with. You know, it really is one of those kits that you look at and think, I could make so much money from a kit like this. And I can't recall ever bringing you zavarite garnet, black tourmaline, multicolour tourmaline, emerald, turquoise, aquamarine and emerald in and tanzanite in a kit like this before. I mean, this is astonishing. And Jan was saying that when she opened the kit up, she actually took a photo of all the gemstones together, because you never know when you're going to get a kit like this again, if ever.
They just look so beautiful out on the board. I just had to get the camera and take a photograph of them.
Good for you. You never know if you're going to get another one.
And what's interesting about all 3 kits we've had today is they actually inspired me to make jewellery for myself, which is something that doesn't always happen. I make jewellery because you make it, and then you're thinking what other people will want. You're thinking about your customer base, and you're thinking what people. But when I open these, there's actually pieces from each of the kits that that I actually want to replicate for myself to wear, because they're just so beautiful.
It's a sign of an amazing kit, isn't it? When you've got that quality. Okay, so. Third and final kit, and if I can just point out, I'm getting more and more of you confirming for these kits, okay? More and more of you as we're going through these kits. The third and final kit, we've probably got the least quantity of left, and I still can't believe the price point we did for this kit. No. I still can't believe it. Black spinel. I could look at that forever, Jan.
It's just beautiful.
And I wouldn't tire of that, would you?
No, it's just gorgeous. It's mesmerising, isn't it?
Amazing.
Stunning. Stunning.
Black spinel. Oh, dear me. Peacock pearls. And genuine freshwater culture pearls on black plated sterling silver chain. Now, when I found out the price point for this kit today, which is $37.95, I instantly assumed that it was black plated brass chain. I just did not expect it to be black plated sterling silver chain. It is black plated sterling silver chain. So you're getting a precious metal chain, a metre of this chain, your peacock pearls, and your black spinel, plus a threading pack, plus your findings pack. This findings pack on its own is £17.95p, which is amazing for a yellow gold plated 95 sterling silver findings pack. That findings pack on its own is £17.95. That makes all of these other gemstones and threading material £20. So you can see why I was so shocked at this price. And Jan was so shocked at this price, and you were so shocked at this price. I've got more of this kit in baskets than I have got quantity available. You've got to check your baskets out, otherwise you're going to miss out, simple as. 3 of the best kits we have ever offered you on Jewellery Maker on today's show. Honestly, it has been an absolute pleasure bringing you all 3 of these kits. And you can tell that Jan has had an absolute ball with all 3 of these kits today. They're all so different. And as Jan says, it's inspired you to make jewellery for yourself.
Yeah.
Which I think is lovely.
I was very selfish when I did it, because like I say, normally you think about your customer base and what people would want, what's trend, what's trending at the minute and what people want. But I looked at it and thought, I'm going to make pieces that I know that I would want to wear. Yeah, brilliant. Jessie in Merseyside said, love your designs, Jan. How much would you charge for the tanzanite necklace? Great show, girls. Hugs from Jess. Thanks, Jess. That's lovely. Jan's jewellery is absolutely astonishing, isn't it? But tanzanite necklace, Jan? Oh, I mean, there's a lot of tanzanite on there, isn't there? I mean, there's tons and tons. So, excuse me. 40, 50? It's got to be sort of 50, 60 pounds, I'd say. I'd say. Got to be, hasn't it? Yeah. And normally I wouldn't use so many. I would possibly use the front section, make the front section, and then I'd possibly put it on some chain or something, so you've got that tanzanite as well then to sort of replicate that design if you want to. So take that tanzanite up to maybe there or something, and then use and then chain. So then you've still got that full, lots of tanzanite there left. Yeah, amazing, absolutely amazing. So the red, what was it called? The Red Queen kit. The Red Queen kit with the ruby and the pearl coins in it. If you want to check your baskets out now, I've got a tiny quantity of that available. How much was that first one? For £34.95. Second kit with all of this nugget quality in, and Jan didn't even use all of the nuggets, was £64.95p, which is exceptional.
And then the third kit, that's 11 double strands in that kit for £64.95 with your precious metal findings and your memory wire and your threading pack. It's just amazing. That one necklace you could sell for the price of the entire kit, which I think is amazing. And then the third kit, £37.95 for this kit with black spinel pearl chain with that black plated sterling silver handmade rosary link star chain for £37.95. And that necklace that you've made here, Jan, which we've been looking at for most of the time looking at this kit, that necklace there you could sell for double the price of the kit.
I was going to say it wouldn't be £37.95.
No
it would
way.
Be at least double, if not more than that.
Emily says, love the designs, I'm so envious, just wowzers. I know it's lovely just to be close to these designs, you know, I didn't make them at all, and I'm not going to get a chance to take them home because she's going to probably. But yeah,
but the gemstones are just so fantastic. It's hard not to make beautiful jewellery with it. You know.
Yeah, you will find with kits like this, all three of the kits today, that the jewellery would just be beautiful, whatever jewellery you make. Yeah. You've got to check your baskets out. I've got so many of you sitting with this kit in your baskets. Check your baskets out as quickly as you can. Well done, everyone. Right, okay. Thanks, Jan.
You're welcome.
Amazing jewellery. I tell you what, my last show before I go on maternity leave, you better get some amazing kits for those as well.
Yeah, I will.
That'd be amazing, wouldn't it? All of our kits are pretty much amazing now, aren't they? Gorgeous. Right, okay, here we go. Shell pearl. Oh, what's that? Oh, a loose shell pearl. Awesome. Okay, so faceted white shell pearl. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Faceted white shell pearl. Faceted baby pink shell pearl. And faceted pink shell pearl in this massive size here. 6mm, 6mm, 14mm. Wowzer. They're beautiful, aren't they? So 6mm, 6mm and 14mm. Absolutely gorgeous, really delicate, soft, gentle colour on these that you can make into some of the most beautiful and striking bridal or bridesmaid jewellery if you wanted to. It's lovely to get this bright, brilliant white colour, and of course the beautiful soft baby pink colour as well together. Just amazing, absolutely gorgeous. So 3 strands of your shell pearl here. Not for pearl prices, even JewelleryMaker pearl prices. This is your deal for shell pearl. Ooh, yeah. £11.95p. Well done, everyone. Loads and loads and loads of people coming through for these. Well done. So 2 6mm strands and your 14mm strands as well. Absolutely gorgeous for just £11.95p. Well done. Lots and lots of people coming through for that. It's a gorgeous kind of candy floss colour, isn't it? And do you know what I'd use these with? You know those stunning silver flower charms we bought you first thing this morning? Definitely put those with it. If you're just making little stretchy bracelets or earrings out of these, just adding a couple of these little floral qualities in. These sold out. But you know, if you did come through to get these gorgeous little stunning silver flowers, I'd definitely use them with the shell pearl. They look great together, don't they? And also, you know, you've got the ability to use these with precious metal findings, like your featherlight head pins if you want to, or your larger, your thicker head pins that we bought you a little bit earlier on as well. Well done. £11.95 for your 3 strands of shell pearl there. Well done. Gorgeous, gorgeous quality. Okay, next. Yes, I do. Let's do them. Sorry if you heard that. A bit of a burp. Sorry. Banana. Indigestion. Again, had to sleep. Sitting up last night for a good hour. It's one of those things, isn't it? Apparently it's meant to mean that you've got the baby's going to be hairy. I had really bad, worse indigestion with Hattie actually, and she didn't have loads of hair on top. She had a mullet at the back, like a little mud flap, which was jet black. It was really super cute little thing. Right, rose gold plated 95 sterling of crimp beads. Here we go. So we were talking about crimp beads a little bit earlier on, saying they make great crimp beads, obviously, to use them in a mechanical sense. So attaching pieces of beading thread together so you get a nice necklace with the clasp on, or a bracelet with the clasp on. But you can also use these as spacer beads as well. They make beautiful features. They are precious metal, so they're going to give you that beautiful flash of precious metal. I mean, look at the difference between the flash that's coming from the tweezers and the flash that's coming from the precious metal. There's a huge difference, isn't there? It's a lot more bright, a lot more brilliant. you're going to be getting rose gold plated 925 sterling silver crimp beads, 100 of these, and then 50 of these. These are exactly the same as in rose gold plated silver, but they are longer, a little bit longer. So these ones are 2 mil in size. So no, I'm lying. These are 3 by 1.5 mil in size. These are 2 by 2. The animals went in 2 by 2, hurrah, hurrah. So you're getting 50 2 by 2 ones, I do beg your pardon, 50 2 by 2 ones, and 100 of these 1.5 by 3 mil ones. Gorgeous. So 150 rose gold plated 925 sterling silver crimp beads. Absolutely gorgeous. Here's your price point today for all 150 of these. £8.95, isn't that brilliant? Awesome. Now, Jan.
Yes?
You've got 2 different sizes here. You've got 3 by 1.5 mil, which are the long thin ones.
Yeah.
And then you've got 2 mil ones as well.
Right.
Are they useful for different designs? Would you use them in different ways or different things, or?
I would possibly, I'd possibly use the smaller ones on bracelets.
Yeah.
And then the longer ones maybe on a necklace. Or if you're sort of putting them together as a bracelet, it'd be nice just to have like the longer one, shorter one, longer one, and get a really nice sort of design in the bracelet. And then put a gemstone in the middle for the centre. So yeah, so I mean they both do the same job, but it just obviously the larger ones just give you that more, give you a more sort of on the clasp end, sort of a larger look really, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
More of a tubular look then, especially if you're using your crimping pliers, you get a nice sort of tubular finish near the clasp.
I really like the idea of mixing these up. I think that's a lovely idea, kind of going long, short, long, short. It's just gonna give you even more of a design feature, especially if you're just going to be using these as little spacer beads. They're beautiful, aren't they? Well done, everyone. Lots of people coming through. I've got a couple of multi-bidders as well, so just remember to check your baskets out as quickly as you can. 150 rose gold plated 925 sterling silver jump rings, sorry, not jump rings, crimp beads of 2 different sizes for just £8.95p. Well done, everyone. Gorgeous. Right, okay, which one? Okay, what is it, lovey? Ah, yeah, I've got them here. I got them. I got them. These have never been on the morning show. Why? I don't know. They're gorgeous. So genuine freshwater culture pearls, which are all half drilled. Okay, so what have we got here? You've got a beautiful selection of peachy coloured pearls here. Stunning, aren't they? Awesome. They're all half drilled. So when you look at these pearls from the front, I'll just do that. There you are. From the front, it looks like they've got no drill hole in, doesn't it? No drill hole at all. They are half drilled. What does that mean? On the back, or the top or the bottom, whatever you want to describe it as, they will have a little hole. That drill hole will go half the way through the pearl. What's that great for? What's it useful for? Well, if you're going to be making pearl studs, the mic totally gone. Sorry about that, my mic went. I was doing some recording before the live show today, and I had my mic on for that, so I guess that's why they ran out. So I'm sorry about that. Anyway, so I wasn't really saying anything that interesting. So when you've got a pair of pearl earrings, pearl stud earrings, they tend to be what's called a pin set, and that really involves getting a head pin style of pin and pushing it into a half drilled pearl, gluing it in. Tends to be glued in, or it tends to be glued in with just some E6000 glue or cement glue that we have on our website, and then your earring post goes on there, and there's a lovely pair of gorgeous pearl earrings. Okay, the same could be said for pendants as well. You know, if you have a pendant bail with a little pin, which we do have on JewelleryMaker, you can push it into here, and you make a lovely pendant with a pin going into the pearl. And the bail bit coming out the top. These have never been on the day show before, which says something to me. It says something to me about the quantity that we've got in stock. We do not have millions and millions and millions of these available, okay? We don't have many at all. Get them in your basket when you can. Half-drilled pearls are like gold dust on JewelleryMaker, aren't they, Jan? We don't have a huge amount of them at all, do we?
They're really lovely. Like you say, you can make stud earrings, but you can also, if you haven't got any of the findings that we do sell, if you use a head pin and pop one of those on the bottom of a head pin and then add your gemstones above that, so you've got lovely the gemstones that we had earlier, any of the quality gemstones we've had today. Just drop a pearl on the bottom of the head pin, then put some gemstones above and just make a lovely drop earring.
Yeah,
with
lovely
the pearl
idea.
detail at the bottom.
Yeah. Gosh, that is a good idea. Yeah, that's really nice. Definitely. Give us a call as soon as you can for these, because we don't have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of chances available for these. You're going to be getting a pack of 10 of your half-drilled pearls. It's so difficult to half-drill pearls. I think that's probably why we don't get lots of them in stock. It's much easier to drill all the way through something than half the way through something, because you've got to kind of gauge how big the pearl is, how far you've got to drill into the pearl. So we don't bring you huge amounts of them, unfortunately. Here's your price point today for 10 of your half-drilled peach-coloured pearls, $7.95. Amazing. You may as well just get these home and try them out. You may as well, for $7.95, you may as well just have a little go.
So even if you made 5 pairs of earrings with them, I mean, you can do other things with them. You can drop them into other designs.
Of course you can.
But if you make 5 pairs of earrings, you're not going to sell that one pair of earrings for £7.95, are you?
No. Not with precious metal findings.
No, they're gorgeous.
Why not get the sapphire bun that we bought you earlier on?
Yeah.
Which is amazing, which is the bottom of your screen. Get these pearls, I'll just pop them down there. Get some of the head pins that we bought you, the rose gold plated silver head pins, either the featherweight ones or the other ones. Pop your pearl on the bottom. There we go. So glue it onto the bottom and then cut the top off this and then put some of the sapphire on. That could be a beautiful pair of pearl earrings. You're not going to be selling that for $7.95, are you? No way, Jose. Still got loads, and I mean, if it was, I mean, move that decimal point. If it was $79.95, that would be a bit more like it, wouldn't it? 100%. Yeah, well done. Still got loads more people coming through for these. Well done. So for 10 of your half-drilled pearls, I can't even imagine how difficult it must be to half-drill a pearl.
No.
Half-drill any gemstone, let alone an organic pearl.
No, because like you say, it's going to be easy to drill all the way through something,
of course
isn't
it
it?
is.
Because you haven't got to consider how far you've gone or whatever. So that's amazing.
Yeah, it is amazing, isn't it? 10 of your half-drilled pearls. And you look at the price of pearl stud earrings, pearl stud necklace. Even the pearl set that I've got from JewelleryMaker, sorry, not from JewelleryMaker, from the Genuine Gemstone Company, even the pearl set I bought from the Genuine Gemstone Company, which is an amazing price point for a necklace, bracelet and earring set, you know, and that was an absolutely incredible price point that I ended up paying. You know, when you take that into consideration, this is still an absolutely incredible deal, isn't it? And they're all so beautiful and flawless and blemish-free. You're not looking at weird misshapen pearls here. You can easily get pairs of pearls, easily. They're all, you know, that beautiful oval shape. They've all got pearls a pearl which is pretty much identical to it, because they're all beautiful and flawless. Yeah, they're gorgeous, aren't they? Well done. So for $7.95, you're 10. Beautifully, perfectly oval. In fact, if I just get a couple of these and just show you that. Look how identical those shapes are there. Just picked up 2 of those. Look at that. Identical in size and shape, aren't they? Absolutely identical. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous quality. Every single one of these pearls has got a partner, which is great. Awesome. Speaking of perfect, let's recap very quickly the early bird. Here we go. So your early birds, do you know what? These pearls would be perfect with the early bird.
Yes.
Wouldn't they?
Amazing. Perfect.
925 sterling silver, magnetic barrel clasp. Absolutely gorgeous. So, you've got a really beautiful substantial clasp here. All made from 925 sterling silver. On one end you've got a lobster claw clasp, as you can see there, with a 925 stamp on it where the clasp opens. Can you see that? On the lever bit. You've also got your loop on the bottom or the top of the clasp. which is fixed and soldered closed. So if you wanted to attach one end of a necklace or a bracelet onto this and one end of a necklace or a bracelet onto this, then absolutely perfect. The great thing about this is it is magnetic. If you wanted to take the lobster claw clasp off it and use it for something else, then absolutely go for it. You know, you don't have to use it in, as part of this. This is great if you're going to be making things like charm carriers, if you're going to be making things like interchangeable pieces of jewellery, like interchangeable pendants or interchangeable charms. Charm jewellery is absolutely everywhere at the minute. You could actually, if you wanted to, split this into two and have one end. No, that wouldn't work, would it? Would it work? I don't know if it would actually. If you found something, if you got another magnetic material and added it onto the bottom of the clasp, I don't know how you do that actually, but you'd add it onto the bottom there, make your interchangeable piece of jewellery, and then do the same with something like that as well. You don't, oh goodness me, that's really strong. You don't necessarily have to use these, use it as a clasp. You can use it for whatever you like. Now, the price point on this is £8.95p. To put these kind of clasps together takes months and months and months, because we have to test a lot of the metals, we have to test the magnetism of the clasp as well, and you've got to make, there are lots of different components in this. You've got this component, and this component as well. £8.95p for the lot is absolutely incredible, which I think why we've got so many people multi-buying this clasp. It comes with a 95 stamp on the lobster claw clasp and a 95 stamp here. One end of the clasp has got a 95 stamp. The other one has got a TGGC, which stands for the Genuine Gemstone Company, stamped on the other side, which is absolutely amazing. Still got loads of people coming through for this, still got lots of people multi-buying this. And with any of those really high quality bundles that we bought you today, high quality strands like the tanzanite and the sapphire, and the kits, of course, with all those precious metal findings, that would be absolutely amazing, wouldn't it? Yeah, well done. Gorgeous. Now, I've got another recap here for clear quartz. Oh, these are amazing. Beautiful concave faceted clear quartz. Aren't they beautiful? Aren't they gorgeous? You have that beautiful anatomical quality to this, where it looks like two round brilliant cut gemstones that have been sandwiched together. It really, really does. That beautiful kind of inverted pyramid quality. We were talking, Jan and I were talking a little bit earlier on about adding one of these onto a pearl necklace, or one of these into as a centerpiece to a necklace. What it would add on to the design, what it would add to the design, design-wise and also monetary-wise as well. How much more you'd be able to have that piece of jewellery on for. And we came to the conclusion that it could be kind of up to kind of maybe even £10 per gemstone. You're getting approximately 11 gemstones on this strand. The whole strand is only £24.95. It's amazing. And because these gemstones are concave faceted, you've got the most incredible diaphanity, the most amazing, amazing, amazing clarity. And these gemstones are just, the faceting on these gemstones is some of the finest I have ever seen. It's just beautiful, isn't it? We only had 55 chances to start off with. I've already had lots of people adding this to their orders. You've got to check your baskets out for this as well. The most beautiful quality there for under £25. Amazing, gorgeous. Right, what next? Citrine. You loved this citrine earlier on. £14.95. I literally have the last couple of chances available. There's no denying this is citrine. Some citrine that you see elsewhere might look a bit yellow, a little bit kind of like lemon quartz, and you can't really tell if it is citrine or not. This has got all those gorgeous marmalade colours, those beautiful sunrise and sunset colours, and it's got those barley sugar kind of honey colours as well. This is absolutely citrine from one of the finest locations in the world, all the way from Brazil, from the Minas Gerais region of Brazil. And the size of these rondelles, absolutely ideal, isn't it? Just gorgeous. Ideal for necklaces, bracelets, earrings, because they're ever so slightly graduated there, and it's all under £15. I literally have got the last couple of chances left for that citrine, so add it to your order. Well done, everyone. Woo! Okay. Jan.
Cow.
How have you gone with your challenge?
Yay!
You've enjoyed it?
I've really enjoyed it. I haven't actually made much. Well, I've been enjoying myself too much.
For goodness sake, Jan, you've had a whole show.
I know, but we've been busy. I was just actually just...
To be fair, you've made some absolute beauties. Oh my word!
That did take a bit longer than I expected.
Well, this?
Yeah.
I'm not surprised. It would have taken me days to make this.
It did take a bit longer than...
Jan, you're so clever. That's all... Sorry, somebody pulling my trousers up there. That's all with lavender amethyst. It's a gorgeous kind of like snake necklace. It's beautiful.
They're all really lovely, and I was just going to do a bit of a memory wire bracelet with the multicoloured one, but they're just lovely. So I've only actually used 2 of the strands.
This is gorgeous. This is this red dyed howlite, which looks like imperial jasper, and you're able to do designs like this, which is effectively kind of like a beady bead, and this channel setting, because the gemstones are all the same size and shape. You've got that regular quality, haven't you?
Yeah.
Oh, I love that, Jan.
That's I really enjoy making jewellery like that.
Do you?
I get a real buzz from making jewellery like that.
I bet you do.
I just love it.
It's absolutely gorgeous stuff. Beautiful. That's $14.95 for your 4 strands. That's for lavender amethyst, multicolour agate, red tiger's eye, red howlite, and burgundy shell pearl. Jan just literally ran out of time. She has been working very, very hard on today's show. And these are all the gemstones that Jan's got left. I mean, just loads, dozens and dozens and dozens of gemstones there. Look at that mess. I've got a few texts to read out as well, Jan.
Okay, look.
Here we go. So, Corin, my dear Carol, you are glowing as much as my daughter, who is due at the end of May. Oh, that's so nice. Hugs all, best wishes, Corin. That's a really lovely thing to say. Thank you very much. And I'm sure your daughter looks absolutely amazing. Yeah. Awesome. Hi, Carol. I became a first-time granny on the 31st of March of a bonny grandson. I do hope you're having a healthy boy. Oh, God bless you. Loving the show. I don't know what I'm having, whether it's a boy or a girl. I'm sure. Oh, I just want it to be healthy. Hazel says, Roache and Dwyer, R&D. Carol researches the gems and Jan develops them into something beautiful. That's nice, isn't it?
Roache and Dwyer?
Yeah.
What happened to Dwyer and Roache? We'll have to talk about this.
No, we won't. It is Roache and Dwyer. Jan, you've been amazing. High five. Woo! We'll see you in a bit. Take care, guys. I'll see you on Wednesday. Join the awesome Angela and Becky now on the Designer Inspiration Show. See you in a bit, guys. Bye.